a massive influence, and it's gonna, it's gonna change their psychology and their emotional state, isn't it? That is what I believe will ultimately happen.
I get that. I just want to make it clear that black women are absolutely more oppressed than black men, because we have to deal with racism and sexism. So like we're not talking about. I don't know, just interesting. You in the UK and come to that conclusion, but whatever. It's the same reason why we got men in West Africa talking about the government putting them out of the house. Y'all be sharing talking points. That's all I was just asking you. So Jason won weaponizing confidence, but go ahead, Jason. What you want to say?
I was gonna say that like black men are definitely socialized differently than other men in regards to like just the
Are you black?
intersectionality. Sorry?
Are you black?
Yes, I'm black.
Are you like black American or like black somewhere else?
I'm African American.
Okay.
Yeah, but black American are socialized differently in regards to just the intersectionality of their identity. There are many, intersectional terms here and like different identities that black men have according to being male, being black, whether they're lower or upper income, a lot of different things that can affect how you're socialized within America. And I would say, yes, I agree that black men are socialized differently as how other people are socialized differently, like how an Asian man would be socialized differently, how a Hispanic man would be socialized differently, how a white man would be socialized differently. And then if we include women to that, how all different sorts of groups of women would be socialized differently as well, depending on how their identity intersects with other issues in their life.
The reason why we not focus on women because this is a woman's space, so we always talk about that.
Right.
I think when we hear like all the ways that men, black men specifically, talk about how they are oppressed, like women need to recognize that men also weaponize that and they want to victimize themselves.
Well, no, that's not what I'm
Um,
doing. I'm just saying you.
no,
The
I'm
question is
just saying
asked.
as a group. I'm not talking about just you. I'm just saying as a group because you started talking about women. That's
No, no,
why
no.
it's
I was saying the intersectionality of their identity causes them to be socialized differently. Right. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. You missing my point, but I understand that.
No, but you said that as a rebuttal to what I said, and
No,
it's
no,
not.
no.
That's like
I'm not.
unrelated.
It's not a rebuttal. That's what I'm saying. I was clarifying the space that we're in and why it wasn't important.
I'm not sure if that like follows. It has anything to do with what I said though.
Again, it's not a rebuttal to your point. I was clarifying why it's not important in this space.
Why not? What's not important?
I already explained it. I don't have to explain it again. It's fine if you don't get it. Like I said, what's up, East?
Hey Tara. Hey everybody.
Hey.
Jason, you still ain't figure out how to send a heartbeat, but you know everything else. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
Um
I'm not really alive
it's
that
okay. You
much.
don't have to respond.
I mean,
You
you
don't have to
mentioned me though.
respond.
I kind
And
of
I'm gonna
do.
mention you again. Send your heartbeat and shut the fuck up.
Well, no.
I
So
think
so the
that
reason why I'm responding is because you're
oh,
mentioning me.
I don't care.
If you
I
mention me,
think
I will
that oh,
respond.
we got one more time.
You can do that,
I
but
think and I'm gonna mute you again.
I promise I'll respond.
Well, the response should come after she done.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, but she was done, so that's why I responded.
I wasn't done. And that's another thing too. That's one thing about black men is that black men portray themselves to be victims. That's
You
one
cursed
way
at me.
that
I'm pretty
they're
sure I'm a victim in
also
that way. You cursed at
socialized to
me.
be victims.
You cursed at
Um,
me. I didn't
are
cuss
you
you out.
gonna
I didn't
keep
disrespect
crying?
you. I'm not crying. I'm just giving you
You
the
are
facts of what
crying.
happened.
You gonna keep crying about it?
Well, I'm not. I'm
You
obviously
are.
No,
not.
You're
no,
crying.
Jason, you don't have to narrate. We can all hear that she cursed at you.
Right. So
Yeah.
so so she's gonna say that I'm victimizing myself when
No,
she
no, hold up.
clearly just
No,
disrespected me.
no, hold up. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, East.
Thank you. One of the ways that black men are socialized differently is that they're socialized to be victims. Now, do they have to deal with systematic oppression? Yes, but they're socialized to be victims, but also predatory at the same exact time, especially towards black women and black children and black elderly and the black community as a whole, even amongst each other. So I've always found it interesting how black men can say things like, we're an endangered species, that there's an agenda against the black men, when usually they are the ones that are the cause of black women's high femicide rates. They're the reason why black women are our number one cause of unalivement while pregnant. And after pregnancy is homicide. That's usually at their hands. So they are definitely socialized differently than other men, but they're socialized to be both predator and prey at the same time, victim and victimizer. So I've always found that interesting. Also, they're socialized to have extremely fragile and large egos. Like they are they exist in like a juxtaposition at all times. So I think that's why they have such poor relationships and poor like community bonding, because they are constantly causing their being the one that caused their own demise. So that's just one of the few ways that I think that they're definitely socialized differently against other men. That's all.
Thank you, East. Chase.
You're what's
Hey, Drinker,
going
go
on, man?
ahead. Go ahead.
Um, I don't know, man. I feel like black men are the best, bro. I mean, we do get judged the most out of like, I feel like we
Thank you, Drinker.
I feel like black men struggle at just trying to find themselves mostly, man. Finding yourself as a black man is very hard, bro. Cause I get judged all the time, bro. Being a black man is hard, bro. I say it like, you know what I mean? I know y'all think we
What's so hard
like
about it?
try, what's so hard
What's so hard
about it?
about it? Mm-hmm.
Like for example, bro, it's like how people treat me like it like and it's ourselves that do it to ourselves, you feel me? Like black men like I had black men literally yesterday come at me a certain way for no reason, treat me like a monkey, like telling me what to do, like trying to make me check in. Like it's a weird thing.
What's up, Drinker?
Girl, I was like, somebody put a cock in there and shut that
Mm-hmm.
nigga up, Jesus. But
How you doing, Drika?
okay, blessed and highly favored. But yeah, no, I thought I do think that black men are socialized different, but I thought that East made a very good point that I think that we done been talking about, and I think it needs to be explored even more. How black men literally are socialized to being the villain and the victim all in one. And it's the extra scary place because that's how they've been able to manipulate black women into mobilizing and supporting them in their harm against us, right? We talk about it all the time how black men have used our backs, our necks, our labor, our money, our time, our bodies as a way to get them to whatever black male patriarchy they think they're supposed to have whilst they've been harming us. How many times have we seen black men who commit crimes against the community and then turn around and be like, how dare you, go against the black man? You gonna do this with these YT folks? I just recently seen a black man do an interview about the jury that was a part of his trial. The jurors that was a part of his trial who convicted him because he's a criminal. And he was saying that while they were reading the verdict, he was staring at the black woman. How menacing and how evil is that prison punk to be trying to intimidate and stare at a black woman because she convicted him rightfully so of committing a crime against guess who black folks. So yeah, I think that it's interesting that they're socialized that way, and I think it's deplorable. It's disgusting.
It's very no, it is that because it's like it is a very like they want to victimize themselves, but I think it's interesting that black men mansplain racism to black women too fucking often. So many times black men want to come to black women and talk about racism as if we don't experience it or something. It's just interesting.
Yeah, because they don't think that we expect. Because you got to understand here, they're explaining racism to us because they act like we don't experience it, even though they know that we do. They have to they playing a manipulation game with that one, gaslighting game, I should say. but they also
Mm.
don't recognize us being women and what we deal with as women either. And that's not on accident. It's very important for them to dehumanize us and act like we're just exist like these existing beings. That could be anything. We are like stop signs, trees. We could be like a rug, like whatever. We're anything but a human. So of course we don't understand what it is to be dealing with race because we're not really human. And they need to do that so they can justify the harm that they do to us. So yeah.
Well, I
That's
think
what I was saying
I,
about, hold on real quick, because I just want to make sure I cover this part. That's what I was talking about when I was like traditionally when it comes to the black community focus on issues, have been issues that like focus on predominantly men, like how Mike is in UK talking about how black men are dealing with like police brutality, black men, even though black women are also impacted by brutality, but like they don't. There's no talk about the how femicide is at a crisis right now. Nothing about the sexual assault and the domestic violence black women face. And how the numbers are higher for black women. Nothing about the reproductive rights and the high mortality rates when it comes to children. None of that stuff comes up. It's always, oh, black men and police brutality. And I think it's interesting. But go ahead, East.
I was going to say I sometimes I don't think that they truly think that we experience racism. Like, I think that they experience racism, right? I think that they know that they experience racism, but I don't think that just by the way, like, just based off the conversation that we've had with black men over these past couple of years on TikTok and how they've come from all different like age groups and all different like social backgrounds, I think that whenever anything happens to us, it is deserved. Like, there I've
They
seen
say
black men.
that.
I've
They say
seen.
that they say that black women work with white men. Told Preston.
Yeah, I've seen where black men have gotten up on this app and said, "Well, Sandra Bland basically should have just complied." Like, they have said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she wasn't just talking back, she should have complied. If she wasn't being masculine, if she wasn't being aggressive, she would still be alive. I've also seen where they've said things like, that they don't think that we were out in the fields during slavery, and I've also heard them say that the grape and smex abuse that we experienced on the plantations was voluntary. That I've heard black men say things like black women used to fight and argue over who get to sleep with massa. You know what I mean? But when I said, and I got up on a panel and I was like, well, I can agree with that. Yeah, you're right. But I also think that black men used to argue about who used to get buck broken, and they were up in arms. I got dropped, I got muted, I got called out of my name. But I don't think that they really truly think that black women experience racism at all.
What's the name of that comedian who played in Next Friday? The pimp.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Cat Williams actually did a stand up and he said it like it was a joke. Talking about black women helped us get out of slavery, talking about bending over and getting fucked by white men. As if it was a joke. No humanization. Not, like in 2025, I think that's when that special came out. Or 2024, one of them.
I think I disagree
Yeah.
with the
The
narrative
whole
that like
time.
this small portion of black
Wait, hold
men.
on. Mike wanted to go
Mike
before
wanted to
you.
say something. You still ain't sent your heart to me. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, so generally
Like a
speaking,
gentleman.
so I mean, of course,
Hold up, yo. Y'all got to tap
women,
the
of course.
screen.
All right, sorry about that. So,
No, go ahead, Mike.
generally, so specifically, women are persecuted, of course, for their gender. No doubt about that, 100%. I acknowledge that. However, you also, it's this, femicide against women. This discrimination against women is completely universal. So black men are involved in this. White men and whitey women aren't getting along very well. Asian women and Asian men aren't getting along very well. It's just patriarchy is just universal and global at the moment, and so
But Mike, it
basically,
would make sense for in a twisted way. It makes sense for white teen men to uh commit like acts against their women because they're oppressive in nature. It does not make sense for black men to do those things because they are experiencing the same sort of oppression that we experience.
To
And
be a
then
level of empathy.
to turn around and then do the same type of exploitation and oppressive things to your own people, that doesn't make sense.
Does make sense well, I mean, it doesn't make sense for the working class YT man, for example, or for the middle class YT man to be persecuting his YT woman whilst he, the working class, middle class
You
YT
missed the
man,
part about the
being
empathy thing. Is
persecuted
what I'm saying. Hold
by
up,
the
real quick.
likes of
Hold up,
Elon
Mike.
Musk.
Listen
Sorry.
to what I'm saying. If you're talking about black men being the most oppressed, like you said, right? Then where's the empathy and understanding the oppression of the people? You would think that the black men, as much as they center their own oppression, will have some idea about how black women are oppressed. I already did the topic about how black men don't care about black women issues on numerous occasions, and the men just don't know because they don't give a fuck.
Yo, yo, yo.
Well, it's the
Hold up,
same. It's
nigga.
the
Hold
same
up.
as like. Sorry.
No, you good. That nigga was rude.
Go ahead, finish, Mike.
Yeah. So I mean, for example, you have YT working class men persecuting their own women folk, and you think, hold on a minute, if you are being oppressed by classism and by the billionaire class, why on earth are you, oh leftist, oh socialist man or woman, man, why are you persecuting your own women folk? It doesn't add up. I mean, it's just there's a hierarchy of oppression, and so I'm afraid to say that power corrupts, and the strong, unfortunately, devour the weak. That's and it shouldn't be this way, but it is. It's a horrible situation.
When you say strength, is weird because y'all prioritize like physical strength, right? But it's still submissive when you
Physical
operate
strength.
in
I'm
somebody's
talking about,
system.
yeah.
I know, but when you operate in somebody's system and they have you in a mental chokehold and you following and complying with that, I don't know. I don't know if y'all actually understand the difference between brain versus brawn. But let's get away from this oppression shit that y'all doing because here's the thing I wanted to talk about how black men don't have resources and how they find ways to manipulate women, black women specifically. They don't have respect for their mothers. They want to be coddled and they don't accept responsibility to what they do in the black community. Because a lot of the things that black women are dealing with in the black community is because of black men.
Interesting.
Go ahead,
Yeah, it's
John.
due to
I agree.
I
Wait, hold on, Mike.
disagree.
Oh,
Look,
what's
we
up,
got
y'all?
somebody. We
sorry
got
about
somebody
that.
new on the panel, and then Jason want to say something too. So let John go. Then Jason want to respond, and then we can open it up. But Tara, I agree with you 1,000%. And actually, our perception globally is because of black men. But go ahead, John.
Okay. Am I answering the prompt?
Yeah.
I think in society we are. Um, I think with all of these men on this screen have in common were that they all have jobs for white men. I think when it comes to economic opportunities, entrepreneur opportunities, that's where you see
He
a real
says,
struggle. You said what?
I was saying hey to Sage, but my question for you is
Oh,
why don't black men prioritize creating their own jobs then? Like, why is that not a thing?
say that one more time. I
You
didn't
can
hear your
finish what you
question.
were saying. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
So I was just saying that I think when it comes to society, of course they try to, make sure that we're kept in a certain place because they don't want to compete with us. So as long as we're working for
Who's the
them,
day?
and
Who's the day?
YT people, Asian people, um, so I feel, or any other race. So I feel that if they know they can make us just a worker and a generator of money for them,
But see,
and that
hold
our
on, this is the part I was trying to say, right? Because like, in order for black men to like have these conversations with black women, y'all start talking about other groups of people, right? we just want to talk about y'all niggas. Like, we want to talk about the shit y'all niggas doing. Stop trying to bring everybody else in this because our
What? Hold on.
problem.
What are we doing?
Hold up, hold up, hold up. No, no, no. Our problem I already listed earlier. You're bad if you missed it. What I'm saying is our problem is y'all niggas. Like, we don't need to bring the YTs, the Asian, or nobody into this shit. We can talk about y'all motherfuckers. That's the problem.
Are you just saying we're?
Because hold up, real quick. Because yeah, you can say they white. These niggas working. You know, the white man's whatever. Create some motherfucking jobs then. The fuck? Like what's going on? Can
I
you
mean, you
talk
gotta
about like
understand the
no no
fight though.
hold up, sir. Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. We don't need y'all niggas to explain racism to us. Like what the fuck? Are
I
you
mean, that plays a
Drinker
role in
no, Drinker
your.
just made this point. We don't need y'all to explain racism.
So
We
what do
talking
you
about
want
y'all
from us
niggas.
then? What do you want
No,
from
we
black
talking about the
men?
black fucking community, nigga. The
What do you?
black
All right, so
community.
what are you looking
So
for?
you can't
What are
talk
you
about the
looking for
black
that you're not
community.
getting?
All right, so you
I
can't talk
just talked
about the
about
black
entre.
community. No, you
We
talking about
talked about
everybody. You don't put the
entrepreneurship.
Asians into this shit.
I just said from an entrepreneur standpoint, they want us to be in a certain place. And you ask who?
But when
I
y'all
said
become
they.
Yeah.
I
entrepreneurs,
gave more
y'all don't hold
details.
on. When y'all become entrepreneurs and when y'all do become successful, y'all
Hmm.
do not give back to your community. You don't turn back and mentor. You don't open up mentorships. You actually turn around and close the doors behind you. I said
Who
close
was the
them
first
doors.
black? Who was the first black
No, I don't
billionaire?
want I'm not here for a
Because
fucking
Oprah
guessing
Winfrey, I
game.
never
I'm
seen her at
talking
no
about
black event. I ain't never seen Oprah at a black event. I ain't never seen her at a BET concert. I ain't never seen her at a black university talking to entrepreneurs. I ain't never see her nowhere
I'm
but
talking
around
about
white folks.
I'm talking about actual like entrepreneurs. I know y'all little fucking dumb ass fucking social media brains can only think about
Oh wow.
rappers and artists and and entertainers, but I'm
Can you
talking
name
about
real entrepreneurs?
actual genuine entrepreneurs that when you create businesses, you do not hire within your own community. You do not make schools, you do not create clinics, you do not create internships for others. You go to you go to white institutions, you work at white institutions, and you close the doors behind you. I'm not talking about Oprah. I'm not talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about like in industries. You don't, when you create tech businesses, you don't hire your own people. You don't create internships for your own
I,
people.
I have
When
to
you
push
hold
back
on, let
on
me
that
finish.
though.
Let me finish.
I just
Let
think
me
you
finish.
just making assumptions.
Oh
I
well.
think you're assuming that
Well,
these
okay.
people create
Well,
these
let
businesses
me
and
finish
don't.
assuming and then you could
Okay,
interrupt. I do not see that. And majority,
got
and I
you.
think that a majority of black men, whenever they go out and create businesses, they do not create wealth for their own community. You can
Mm.
disagree.
Nah. I mean, nah. She got a point. I mean, when it comes to that, when I mean the Don Peoples and the David Stewarts, and when they reach these certain wealth, Robert Smith. I mean, they're not pouring back into in the community as they probably should at a bigger level. But then you look up the makeup of who these individuals are and how did they get to this point, and who along the way got them to this point. Like I say, like if you're doing business in this country, I don't care how successful you are, because at some point when you get successful, you're going to need white people to carry you along the way. So,
Yeah, I just wanted to
No,
say
that's what I think.
earlier.
That I think that's also the fetus mindset. Then a
the
lot of
who
time, like
mindset?
hold up, when you mention like billionaires, the reality is like you can have like on a smaller scale, you collaborating with people that look like you. That's not always the case. I think when y'all start saying that, y'all thinking like, all right, we understand when the systems come in place and they call it like capitalist type of money, yeah. But on a smaller scale, ways that you can still do that. But go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, I did a little research and I found like the exact amount of like black men that are actually involved in violent crimes. And it's 0.6% of the black male
Oh no no
population.
no! See, hold on, real quick. So again, that goes back to what I was saying to him. So if you're going to talk about crime, right? We're not
Violent
talking about.
crimes.
Hold up, sir. Pause. If you want to have that. bring that up in this conversation. Let's compare black men and black women specifically.
No,
Don't
that's not
try
what
to
I'm
like.
trying to do
No,
here.
no, no. Hold on,
Why?
hold on, hold on. No,
What I'm
no,
doing
no,
is
no, no.
painting a
Hear what
picture
I'm
because you're
saying.
saying
Hold
black
up,
men in
hold up,
general, but it's
Jason.
like a
Hold up,
small
Jason.
minority of
Hold up,
black men.
Jason. Jason. Listen to what I'm saying. In the black community, what is the numbers between black men and black women?
That's irrelevant.
It is very relevant.
No, it's irrelevant because that's not my point.
No,
My
no, no.
point
It's
here is
relevant.
that
It's
you're
very
using,
relevant. Again, we're talking about the black community.
yes, we are, but what I'm saying is that the
No, no,
amount of
no,
black
no, no,
men
no,
that
no. You
actually
want to do
commit the
the
things that
same
you're
thing
doing,
he did. You
no,
want
no,
to
I'm
see the
not.
same
Okay,
thing he
okay, I'll let you
did.
finish
Talking
and then I'll go.
about,
Is that fair? You'll
all right, whatever. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. But this is what I'm
then
saying.
go.
Y'all
Then I'll
always want
speak.
to talk about in the grant. I don't care. Mute up. I don't care. What I'm saying is when y'all start talking about, all right, you want to compare that percentage to what all the other demographic or whatever. We're not talking about the other demographics. We're talking about between black people because I'm pretty
But
sure if
that's
you
not
look
what
at
I'm
the violent
doing.
crime that black women are creating, are causing versus black men, that percentage is not 0.06, is
That's
it?
irrelevant. That's
No,
not what I'm
now it hold up.
saying.
No,
Listen
no,
to
She
what I'm
no.
on her
saying.
black
Answer my
girl magic shit.
question.
I don't
Okay,
know what's
listen.
Hold
her
up.
Okay,
reality.
I'll speak and then
Hold
actually
up.
listen to my entire
Don't
point
you
before you make a
interrupting. You can
conclusion.
go. I'm not gonna sit here while y'all do that weird shit. No, 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 Jason. Answer my question.
Yes, but
If we
I'll
looked
answer your
at
question. But are you
no, no,
actually gonna let me
okay,
finish?
hold up, no, Jason. We looking at just black men and black women. Does that percentage change?
No, it doesn't. It does not
It's the
change.
same
It stays
thing. It's still
0.6% of the
point on.
black male population. It
So
stays
You
that
not
way.
said
point
black
nine.
men and
Okay,
black
we
women,
looked
but
at
what are
black
you
women.
saying?
If we looked at black women and black men, then you're saying it would be 94% of black women creating, causing the violent crime in our community.
No, no, no. That's not.
Okay,
That's not my point
of
at
course,
all.
that
No,
wouldn't make
understand.
fucking sense. That's what I'm saying.
That's not my
That
point.
wouldn't. No, 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 no.
Can you
But
let
you're
me say
not
my
being
point?
no, you're no, because you want to say some bullshit. You're not
No,
trying to
I'm
hear
not
my
saying
point.
anything because you're not.
You don't want to hear my
You don't
point.
understand
That's
what
the
I'm saying.
problem. I don't care
What
what
is
you're
your
saying. I
point,
know what
honey?
you're
Like, you're
saying.
not saying a point.
The men that you're talking about are nowhere near a significant portion of the population to for you to say they. This
I want to say
You
something real quick.
literally
this
just
they you're
sat
talking about
here
does not
and
Hold on
exist.
just
one sec. Hold on, because what I find
0.6%
interesting,
of
if you
black
was to
men.
ask Jason about who make the most money, he'll be happy to compare black men to black women. If we was
Not what we're
having
doing, so I'm
that
not
type of
doing that.
conversation, that's
No,
what
but
he'll be willing to do. But when it comes to talking about crime, he don't want to talk about the
Mhm.
comparison. He don't want
I
to talk
didn't.
about
I
how
did talk about crime.
black
I brought up
men
crime.
have the highest crime
No, 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 no. That's
compared
different.
to
You're not
black
understanding how stats
women.
work. That's not how
Compared to black
Absolutely,
women. So that's
absolutely,
the
no
point.
you take
comparison.
total amount of violent
But
crime
if
Jason,
he wants
done.
to talk about
Jason,
baby mamas, that's what he'll be. If
You
we was
take
talking about
total
baby
violent
Mm,
crime and then
mamas
you
Jason,
take
and who
total
got
population.
kids,
It's
he'll
points.
be talking about that. But when it comes to
No,
this
you can't say they.
conversation, he want to compare to men
There's
because
no
he
they
thinks
at
that
point
he on
six.
the lowest of the totem pole. You
Jason,
There's no they
also,
at point
Jason.
hold
Can I
six.
ask you a
on,
question?
Mike. I'm not about to fight with him and you.
There's no they
He
at point six.
also
But
don't
why are
want to
you
talk about
comparing
how he's
black
at
men
the
and black
lowest.
women?
I'm not
Hold
comparing
on.
anybody. They are. I said at point.
He, can y'all not hear?
hold on, real quick.
I just want to ask
Ariel, you
Jason
haven't
a
been introduced
question.
in the conversation yet. You gotta wait until you get introduced. Okay, let her finish making the point.
Can I ask Jason a question and host?
no, Mike. Let
No,
Drika
Mike.
finish her point.
Is irrelevant to
Sorry,
mine. She's not responding to anything I'm
sorry.
saying.
Hold on, Drika, were you done?
I, I wanted to say this. The, if if you wanted to compare yourself to other men,
I'm not.
You do
black
this.
black men are also at the lowest of the totem pole of making money and being productive and being good citizens. And we could go on and on and on. You're
I'm
specifically
not comparing
talking
black men to
about,
anybody.
well, who you comparing them to? What's the
Nobody.
point of
I'm
you bringing it
comparing the
up?
amount of violent crime black men do to the amount of crime that actually exists in the black male population. So that means that 0.6% of all the violent crime done in the black community.
So talk about it compared to black women.
No,
If you
there's no
can't do
compare. I
that,
don't
then
have to
shut.
compare.
Okay, well
Why?
then shut up. So who was next? Go
No,
ahead,
no, I don't have
GTA.
to compare because we're just looking at who's doing the crime.
Mm-mm,
Like one
mm-mm.
guy,
No,
black men.
no.
If out of 100,
Can I
That's
ask him a
not how
question,
it
please?
works. That's not how it
out
works.
of 100 black
If
men,
you no, you
out
can't
of
sit up
100
here
black
and
men,
say no,
half of a man would
They always
no.
want to be
out of 100,
victims.
half a
Can I
black
Hello?
just
I
ask
don't.
him a
point
question?
six,
Hold
point
on.
six.
So if you look
That
at
number.
only 100% of the black community, 100% of all black community, we're not talking about the statistics of white
7.3.
people.
It'd be 0.3% of black people then.
Hold on. Mike, not Mike. I'm be so used to yelling at Mike. Shut the fuck up, Jason.
Oh, I didn't cuss at you. Don't
No,
cuss at
yeah,
me.
I don't give a fuck if you didn't cuss at me.
You never.
Shut the fuck up.
Nobody ever let me.
Because nobody wants to hear what you got to say. You fucking dork. You fucking loser, dork ass nigga. Leave. Okay. If you look at 100% of the black community, 100%, without bringing any other demographic of people in there, who is going to be considered committing most of the crime within the black community? It is always going to be black men. Period.
Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's what Tara was saying.
Yes, that is correct. You'll find that more black men than black women will be committing crime, and
Thank you,
most
Tom.
crime being
I knew that was
perpetrated against
completely.
black women is from black men. That is completely correct. However, all of the crimes that are being perpetrated by black men are being perpetrated by a minority of the overall black male population. That's what he was trying to get at.
No, 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 no. You missing a point too, and because y'all keep wanting to victimize the men is the problem. I'm gonna say what I said earlier.
It's a minority of men that
No,
are
no,
doing it.
no. Listen, hold up. I'm gonna tell you again. Black women do not need black men to mansplain fucking racism. We don't need you to do that. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to when y'all telling us about systematic oppression and racism and how, on the grand scheme of things, how the stereotypes? We fucking know that. What I'm saying is, when we talk about the things the black men in our community want to complain about when it comes to the way they address black women, it's always victim, 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 because y'all can't see outside of yourself. But if we're going to talk about violent crime, I don't want to talk about all the groups, other groups of men. No, let's talk about your violent crime compared to our violent crime. Y'all like
Agreed.
to compete again, and like Drinker
Yeah, I
said,
agreed with that.
hold up. If it's something you feel like you won't come out looking better, then you want to compete against black women all day, every day about every little motherfucking thing. But when we talk about y'all behavior, now you want to be just a small percentage of the overall population of men. And they don't work that way. Y'all can't be picky and choosy. We don't need y'all to keep telling us about discrimination. We know what the fuck discrimination is. We deal with it. And we also have to deal with y'all motherfucking asses. We got black men who dealing with racism like us, who do not experience sexism, constantly come to us telling us they fucking victims. If you don't shut the fuck up, like y'all are not the ones helping to oppress us. Like, let's be for real. That's why he was talking about strength as in physical strength, because y'all use y'all physical strength against women. Use your size to intimidate women all the fucking time, black women specifically. But we can never have a conversation about that because y'all always want to be part of the main group when it comes to talk about the problems that men have. Now we want to talk about the black men in our community and how the behaviors between black men and black women are different when it comes to the ones that's upholding and causing issues in the community. When it comes to like associating with the children in the community, how y'all want to adopt the same traits that or characteristics is expected of white men, but you want to come into black spaces with black women and start saying that shit as we supposed to expect it from y'all, and y'all ain't even living like that. The same
When you
man, y'all
compare,
the same one talking about being protector and providers, but now you saying, oh, they ain't got no jobs for us. See, that's what I'm saying. The shit don't be consistent, and that's why I said because we have to deal with the men at the bottom of the cast, we have to deal with more manipulation, and y'all play a lot of fucking mind games.
Ma'am, you just said a bunch of
can I
nonsense,
just say, Miss? All right, now when you
like a
compare
whole lot
black
of nonsense.
men to black men, right? When you compare the two, you'll find that yes, the majority of crime committed against black women is by black men. There's no doubt about that. But you
The
know, those
majority of
people, right?
crime committed against
Those
black men are by black men.
Yes, that's correct. I agree. However, that's a minority in the entire black
Is this
male
real?
community. It's like at least 10% of it or 15% that are causing
Hold
the
on.
mayhem. It's not
Big problem.
85%. That's not right, miss. You can't, accuse all of them of this
No one
wickedness.
is doing that. That's not even the conversation. Y'all want it to be the
But
conversation
I
so
mean,
y'all
it
could
is. It
victimize
is.
yourselves and then also minimize the harm that you do to the
I'm
community.
not
But
minimizing.
you are minimizing. You're trying to say that this is done by a very small, tiny, minute minority of
It
people
is.
that are committing the crimes and it's reoffenders and it's recidivism. But at the end of the day, it is still you as an oppressed group of people, a minority of people that face the same systematic racism that we face, that face the same redlining, the same discrimination. You are then turning around and committing those same acts of exploitation and violence against your own people. And that doesn't make any sense.
But it's a minority of black men doing
Could
it.
could
It's
I,
not the
could I
Oh,
majority.
could I
I'm
Jesus.
interject,
sorry.
please?
And those crimes are wicked.
All
They're
right, Mike,
evil,
wrap it
and the
up. Let
majority, as I
GTA
said,
I
go.
just
the majority have to. We as a majority of
hold
black
up,
men
Mike.
have to
Hold up,
fix the
Mike.
problem.
Hold up, Mike. Hold up. Who was next?
Yeah, it was me. To answer the prompt, yes, I do feel like black men are socialized differently than other men, because if we think about society, right, just in layman's terms, men are judged off of their social status, their accolades, and what they can produce. So with black men being at the bottom of the totem pole, we have we have mental and emotional issues that nobody wants to heal from or open up. So the Willie Lynch,
One of those, hold up, because your background loud. One of
yeah, I
those
guess.
mental issues is personality disorders.
Yeah, well, it's a plethora of mental
No, but
issues.
I just want to put heavy emphasis on the personality disorder.
Also,
I
too,
feel
here's the thing.
Hold up,
Okay.
hold up, let them. No, I want you, because when y'all say, oh, the mental, yeah, y'all have personality disorders like
it's
narcissism,
well, it's not
antisocial
only
behavior.
it's not only
Let's talk about
just,
the cluster B
but
personality
it's
disorders.
not only mental. You feel what I'm saying? It's emotional, because we have to understand, growing up, it's about influences.
Yeah, like arrested development, maturity.
Yeah, yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
so we
And
can,
how you lash out violently because you can't express yourself. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So,
That's why black women are more likely to be impacted by domestic
well,
violence.
well,
Yeah.
it's a double edged sword, because it goes off of influence, right? I can't. I was raised in a two-parent household, so I understand what it looks like for,
That don't matter.
not
Don't matter.
it,
Don't matter.
it, it,
No, it don't.
but
I don't know why y'all. This what I'm saying, right? With the 2 parent household bullshit, right? Your daddy could be fucked up too. Like he not excused. It's so weird when y'all say that, like it's a flex. That's how I know y'all be lying about it. But listen to what I'm saying. The problem is y'all have no accountability. And you can say that y'all have all these issues and y'all at the bottom of the totem pole. And then when y'all come to black women, you want to say you're the protector and provider. You're not protecting because clearly you can't provide protection. You're not the provider because you're at the bottom of the caste system. So there's some conflict there. Y'all want to wear the coat of the fucking white man, and then you want to victimize yourselves. Y'all got to pick a struggle. You can't be both. It's the bottom of the caste system.
That's how you
Um,
feel. Speak your
what?
truth. Speak your truth. Get that off your chest.
He
Hold on.
also said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Speak
Who you
your
saying
truth.
that
Get that
to?
off your chest. That's crazy. That's
He
insane.
also said, you're not talking about shit. Shut up.
You
He
ain't talking
also
about
said,
shit.
you want to
Because the thing
argue?
about black,
Did you
the thing
come up
about
here to
y'all black
argue and
women,
fight? You gonna
yeah,
grease
that's
your
what you
face
came
up
to
and
do,
put your
right?
Reeboks on and take your earrings out? Is that what you came up here
Reeboks.
for? Okay.
Reeboks.
Anyways, one of the things that he said that I wanted to respond back to was the fact that he said that they don't produce anything, when in fact black men do produce. Black culture is an American product. It's just that they don't own the means of their production. That's the problem. Take our culture and sell it to the highest bidder. And this is why they don't own any NBA teams, and that they don't own any NFL teams, and they don't own any of the like predominantly black black male dominated sportsmanships. They don't own their own record labels. They don't own manufacturing, distributing any type of record labels. The only like movie making studio is done by Tyler Perry, who is a closeted black woman hating man. So like, yeah, y'all do produce. We produce American culture, but you don't own the means of your production. You sell it to white men because you're comfortable being under white men. And that's okay. You just got to admit it.
No, it depends how you view it. It's all about perspective.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
Who's that? Birds? Is Birds a real person?
Is it my turn?
No. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if Birds is real. No.
Is it my turn?
We gotta get rid of Birds. Yeah, go ahead, sir. What you want to say?
Mm, let's go to the comment that Shorty just talked about. What's her name?
Hold
East.
on, hold on. Do you have a problem reading?
Do I have a problem with you? No, I don't care
Okay,
about
just
you.
read the
But
name.
quite frankly,
You don't care about
it's very
reading?
fascinating that you on these people's social media downing your black men. Got everything to say about black men. They ain't this and they ain't that, and you black.
Was I
Supposed to
wrong
be a
though?
black woman,
But was I wrong? Like, did I
but you don't
lie?
hold your men down either.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the
Whoa.
thing. Here's the
Hold on.
You
thing.
What do you
built
mean
different.
hold? What do you
You just
mean
built
hold you
different.
down?
Y'all
What
built
do you
different.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you
Y'all
mean
got
hold you
all these
down?
complaining, all this, oh yeah, black men
Tell us
ain't
what you
this,
mean hold you
black men ain't.
down.
I'm speaking my truth just like y'all speaking your
No,
truth,
no, no.
right?
I want you to expand on the hold you down part. No,
Hold on, what you saying?
you said hold you down. What do you mean hold y'all
Yeah, you're not
down?
holding down your black men at
All right,
all.
tell us how we supposed to
That's all
hold
you
y'all
got is
down. No, no,
explain. That's
no,
all you
no, no,
got is
no. Tell us how
complaints.
we supposed to hold y'all down.
What you mean? It's black
No,
men
no,
against the
no. You heard
world
what I
out here.
said. No, no,
And I'm
no.
saying
You
it
said
right
that.
now.
No,
It's
no,
black men
no,
against
no,
the
no, no.
world
Tell
right
us
now.
how we supposed to hold you down.
You supposed to be back to back. It's supposed to be like some samurai
No,
shit.
no, no, no. Break it down. Show us what
Break it
are
down.
Samurai.
black people supposed to do to hold y'all down.
What do you mean?
No. Okay, so now you playing. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hold y'all niggas down.
He
What the
wanted he
fuck?
wants to be coddled. That's the victim
How y'all
mindset that I
doing?
was talking about.
It
Is
was a
that
simple
because one
question.
thing what you said was,
And what's wrong with
I'm
that?
up here.
What's wrong with
I
being
beg your
coddled? What's
pardon?
wrong with being loved?
I want
What's
to hear
wrong
him
with
No, no,
being
no,
answer.
no, no,
I
no,
want him
appreciated?
to
no.
answer.
What's wrong with
Hold up.
being
No, no, no,
uplifted?
no, 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 no.
What's wrong with that?
Unless you
Is that
can
a
tell us
problem?
specifically, no, you can give us some examples. What hold you down mean? You can stay on mute. We're not playing that game. You're not going to ignore my question. Fuck around and come off mute and say some bullshit. Give us
So you
some
don't.
examples. No, give us examples of what hold you down mean. Actual examples.
Hold on,
So
hold
you
on, brother.
black and
Let me
don't know
hop in here real quick.
Ebonics.
I think
No,
the correct thing to
let him
do.
fight for himself. Like, he could stand up. He could speak on his own. He's
You
his
black
own
and you don't
man.
know.
I just want to
You
help him a
black
little
and you don't
bit.
know
You stop.
No,
Ebonics.
You
no.
need
We're
to
not helping
start
him
your
do
We don't
sentence.
help the
nothing. We're
men.
not. Whoa. No.
You
Let
black
him.
and don't know. You
Hold
don't.
up,
You black and don't know
Arrow. Can
euphemisms.
you answer that question?
You black and don't know
Tell us what you
Ebonics. You
mean by
black and don't
hold you
know
down. Okay, you
euphemisms.
can't answer it. We'll move on. What's up, Lux?
What's going on?
Hey.
But I feel y'all moving the goalposts a little bit. I understand what he's trying to say in terms of holding.
Oh, since you
Hold.
understand what he's trying to say, tell us how we supposed to hold y'all down.
I'm just saying, speak
No, you
positively,
say you understand what he was saying. Tell us
and
how
I
y'all supposed to hold us down.
and I'm letting you know. I'm saying speak positively.
You want us
You
to
know,
coddle you.
I didn't say coddle. I'm saying
Hold on. I want you to give us a few examples. So speak positively. Give us an example what that sound like.
what that sound like.
Yeah, what does it sound
Speak
like?
in terms of speaking positive
Yeah, give
and
us an example. Give an example of
focusing
something that we can
focusing
say.
on focusing on the positive
Like
rather than
what?
rather than the
Give me an
negative.
example. Give me an
You,
example what that would sound like.
All right. So when Dame Dash or hypothetically is talking
No,
about,
no, no,
hold
no,
on, no,
no, no,
I'm giving you
no,
an
not
example.
that. No,
Listen,
no, no,
that's what's
no.
wrong.
We're
That's
not
what's
talking
wrong with
about
you bitches.
celebrities.
Y'all
Hold
don't
up.
fucking
Listen to what
listen.
I'm saying.
I
All right,
ain't
so
gonna
you ain't
hold
got
you.
nothing. That's what I'm
That
saying.
I ain't.
You ain't got
That's
nothing.
what's
I
up
can
with you
speak.
hoes.
No,
Hold
no,
Y'all
on,
Mr.
hold
motherfuckers
Positive,
on.
hold
listen.
up, hold up. But Mr. Positive, look how fast he said bitches. That's what I'm saying. Positive about what? Nigga for what?
I can
Positive
speak.
about what?
I
Hold
can
up,
speak.
there's nothing positive to say about you niggas. That's what I'm saying. Look how fast you went to saying bitch. Look how fast y'all disrespect us. How
I
fast y'all
got a
put us down.
question.
No, 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 no. How fast y'all go to demeaning black women and you want a motherfucker to say something positive about your bitch ass? Are you serious? That's what I'm saying. Y'all lost your motherfucking mind. If you look at it, how are y'all uplifting black women? Y'all fucking talk shit about us getting educated. So tell us exactly what the fuck the positivity is supposed to sound like, bitch. Since you want to call somebody a bitch, go ahead, bitch. Tell us what the fuck it should sound like. Do it sound like this, hoe? Tell me how it's supposed to sound. Tell us how the positivity is supposed to sound, bitch. Go ahead. No,
I got
I
a
ain't think
question.
so. No, no, hold up, birds. Hold up, birds. I wanted this bitch to tell us how we can talk more positive, how we can speak life into his motherfucking ass. Go ahead, Lux. You don't got nothing to say. This your time to tell us how we can spread positivity, how we can uphold you, nigga. What you want us to say? Nothing. You ain't got nothing to say, bitch. I ain't think so. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is y'all talking about? So, y'all niggas want something you don't give. You want something you don't give. It ain't fucking happening. Go ahead, birds.
I just wanted to ask,
Don't ask nothing.
do
It's a
you
question
speak
on the screen.
positivity to your
No, no, no,
son?
no, no, no. Birds. Birds. It's a question on the screen. You can answer it.
I would say yes. I do
Okay,
believe
yes,
black
because
men are socialized differently, and I think that's because they are raised majorly by women, black women.
okay.
Yeah, you're right. Because black men abandon their children. You're right. Black women are forced and forced to raise children by themselves in a capitalistic society where two income household is required. And because black men abandon their children at a ridiculously high rate, black women are forced to raise children by themselves. But we also raise black women who are leading, who are projected to have be the most educated by 2030, who are leading in entrepreneurship, who are leading in college enrollments, who have lowered the teen birth rate. So yeah, we do raise black men, but we also raise black women. So
No,
what's the
I
But
think the
problem?
it's
first
not
part. I
working
think. Hold on. I think the first part is interesting. It was the most important part. Yeah, they're raised majority by black women because black men abandon their kids. So tell me why are so many black men abandoning their children?
I don't believe that that's the
Oh, no, 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 no,
case.
no, 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 no.
100% that's
If
the
the
case.
mothers, hold up, if the mothers are raising the children, why the daddies not raising the kids too?
Because the women are not allowing the men to stay in the same household.
So
That's
y'all
not
have
true.
to be
That's not
allowed.
true.
Hold up, sir.
Men are raising.
So
Men
what?
are raising their kids. Men
Hold
are
up.
raising their
So the way,
kids. I know a
sir,
bunch of single fathers,
sir. No, no, no. You couldn't answer my question earlier. Real
and I'm
quick
answering your
though.
question.
Hold up. You said they not allowing the men to stay. Are black men homeless? Are black men? Is that another thing we need to keep, that black men are socialized to be homeless? What are you talking about?
No, I'm
Black
saying
men don't
that
have
the
their own home.
household, like the
No, no,
woman
y'all no.
just
Y'all
said,
talk
what's her
about the
name? East.
household. Who owns the
Like
household?
East just
Birds.
said, the two
Birds,
income household. That
birds,
means that two people
birds,
come together.
birds.
Listen, she
Who
not listening.
owns? Hold up. It's a simple question. Who owns
It's
the
a simple
household?
question. Listen,
Who that
It
is,
doesn't
Lux?
matter. The
That was
two
Lux.
people
Hold up.
should.
It took me
The
a
two
while, but
people
I
should
get to
own the
him. No, no,
household.
no, bird. Okay. So how you talking about the women not allowing the men to stay? So it sounds like the
No,
women own the houses.
actually, that's a fact. If the
So it's
women
like what?
own the majority of them, yes.
Okay, so black men are homeless. Okay, keep going. So black men are not taking care of their kids because they homeless.
And all right, if we go down that rabbit hole,
No, that's
right?
what you're
I'm going.
saying. That's what
Okay,
you're
okay.
saying.
If
I'm
that's what
asking why the
you
father's
think that
not
I'm
there. You're
saying,
saying because they're not allowed to
if
be in the
if
home.
black
Apparently they're
men
homeless.
are not being raised by their fathers and they're ending up being homeless, Who does that fall back on? The person that raised them, right? The mother or no?
So hold up. How
What the
far back
hell?
we
Why would
going?
that fall
Hold
back
on,
on
hold on,
the
hold on, hold
mother?
on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Because the
Cause this
mother, the
nigga dumb.
most
Hold up.
educated,
No,
they're
no, no,
slated to be
no.
the
Hold
So
most
as
up.
a man,
Hold
you
educated
up.
can't
by the
Hold
time
up.
of
decipher for
30.
yourself?
Hold up. So hold up,
How are
bird.
you a man if you was raised by a woman?
What the
So
fuck?
hold
I
up,
was raised by my
bird.
mama. What are you talking about? What the hell kind of shit is that? You got to be a man to
Hold up,
stand up for yourself.
Tim. Hold up, Tim. He mean this shit. Hold up,
How are you a
bird. Hold
man
up.
if you was
All right.
raised by a woman?
What the fuck
Hold
is
up.
that? That's so
Hold up, y'all.
weird. That's
Hold up, real
off-putting, bro.
quick. No. It's taking me too long to fucking drop y'all niggas. If y'all gonna interrupt while I'm still talking, I'm just gonna drop y'all. It's gonna be me and two other people on this fucking panel. Stop fucking talking out of turn. That nigga said black men ain't got no home, they homeless. They wasn't allowed to stay in the house. I wonder why they wasn't allowed to stay in the motherfucking house. That's crazy. What's up, blessings?
Hey Tara, how you doing?
And
You want me to stick to the topic?
yeah, we always start with the pump. Go ahead. Because them niggas ain't saying shit.
Thank you. I definitely feel like black men are socialized differently than other men. I think that they're viewed socially differently as well. I think that as a culture and as black men, they have a lot of negative stereotypes on them. And I think just the way that they're raised in general is very different than other races.
How so?
I couldn't hear you.
But how so? You saying they raised differently? How?
I think that majority of black men are raised in single parent homes. I think that majority of black men don't have like a good figure to look towards. I think that a lot of them have like things that they should talk about with other people, but they're so conditioned to not share and to not be soft that they bottle things up and
So
it comes
what
out negative.
out of those three things, what are they accountable for?
Oh, nothing. Nothing's ever their fault. Never. I'm never said that.
Because I go back to what the dude was saying. Yeah, they're raising single family homes because the daddies abandon them. The daddies just take off.
But
So
it's
that's what
never
I'm
the
saying.
dad's fault. It's the mom because she was there because she stayed 10 toes and she struggled and she found a way and it's her fault. I guess she should have left. I don't know.
My thing is that black men do have positive role models. They've always had positive role models. Like from the very
They
beginning,
have more than we do.
they have more positive role models than we have ever had. We have a whole month dedicated to what they've did. All we got was a woman that sat on the front of the fucking bus. That's the role model that we've been taught about. But they got Malcolm X, they get Marcus Garvey, they get Martin Luther King, they get Fred Hampton, they get Nat Turner. Like they have positive role models. It is the role models that they choose that are negative. They're the ones that fall, that push it, that push their own negative stereotypes. They're the ones that push their own negative narratives. They're the ones. We don't got no rappers named Lil Malcolm X. We don't got no rappers named Lil fucking we don't got they that's who they want to be. That's who they emulate.
Well, even if we like, they got a president. Look, you see him. They even got
Right,
a
yeah.
president.
We
So I think
we
that's
gonna get a
important
little young
because,
Obama.
but this is the thing, right? Because it's just interesting because that goes into the performance of masculinity that they could be. What we had, what's that? Clifton Powell, who's 70, is still talking about not having role models. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like they don't never realize they supposed to be the role models. Like we're not talking about children here. We're talking about grown ass men. But when you, if I told you to name 10 people who were very important to the civil rights movement, most likely your list would have more men there. Like black men have more positive role models than black women do. That's not an excuse. They want to do hood rat shit with their friends and not take accountability for it. Go ahead, Randall.
Hey, what's going on? Good evening. Um, are black men socialized differently than other men? Absolutely. I mean, I think that not just black men, but all men are different in their own way, in a sense. But being a black man, especially growing up in like in the burbs and stuff, I was told I was black very early. I felt like I was very different very early. They let me know at a very early age in elementary school, and we're already assumed, like especially in a black man, we're already assumed to be dangerous. Like we're already people don't get to know me and they
Hold
just
on, hold
think,
on, hold on,
you know what
hold
I
on,
mean?
hold on, hold on, hold on. Maybe it be my wording sometime. I'm not saying this as we're not actually comparing y'all to other groups of men. We're just talking about black men in our community. So when you say they, are black women looking at you like that?
And I was just saying, like, they outside, like outside the world in general,
No,
like
I know,
just
but we talking about the
assuming.
black. No, no, I'm talking about the
Oh,
black
oh,
community.
okay. The black community. I'm sorry. Um, are the black men? I mean, I mean that's kind of like a because boys and girls are raised differently anyway. And I mean, when I think of it, I'm thinking of just a boy and girl in the same household. You know what I mean? Like
How?
men and boys and men are definitely raised
How
differently
how are can I ask you a question? Okay, so
sure.
how are black women raising their daughters and their sons differently?
I think boys are a little more coddled. You know what I mean? Than the daughters are. I think they're more definitely more coddled. You know what I mean? I think the girls have way more responsibility very early. And I mean, especially if they're the oldest
Hold
girl.
on, real
I mean,
quick. Hold on, real quick, Mars.
yes,
I might need y'all help. Can y'all check these people profiles if they black before they come up here for
I
me?
got you.
Y'all may hold up, sir. Hold up, sir.
Look,
Make
don't
sure y'all
interrupt
tapping
him.
it.
Don't
Hold on,
interrupt
hold
him.
up.
That's the
I'ma drop you.
problem.
I'ma
Don't
drop
keep.
you. Go ahead and tap the screen. We should be past 20K likes by now. Share the live out to somebody who might want to participate in the conversation. If you haven't already done so, please send your daily heart me to support the live. If you agree with people saying on the panel, you can go ahead and gift them. And if you like the conversation, you can support the live goal. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, Randall.
yeah, I was saying that yeah, black girls in the black household. I mean, they're definitely raised men raised, so therefore as you get older as a man, sometimes it's hard for you to break those coddling habits. I mean, because
You know what?
women.
You
What's up?
Now I know y'all talk about coddling, but I think I was talking about this over there. Do you know what black women are told about their black sons when they're young? When it comes to discipline, so, not like black women are told like they gotta be careful what they do with their sons because if not, when they get older, they can hurt them. Literally. So sometimes the coddling is literally walking on eggshells to not do the wrong thing. It's also the way that like privileges. Yeah, black men have privilege, right? Y'all need to look up the black male privilege checklist. A lot of times with the girls, it's like, well, the girls are doing this. You know what we're doing? Housework. We have to come in before we had to come in before the street lights was on and wash the dishes and help serve plates and cook and learn all the domestic things that women are expected to do, not given as much grace. Like that's the crazy thing about that, because you'll be like, oh, I was coddled, blah blah blah. But why? Why? Y'all said yourself. Y'all said if the fathers was around, they would have gave discipline. Mama's too soft for their sons, and that goes back to why the daddies ain't there. Thank you, Dark Horse. You can respond to that.
I mean, it's one of those things. What can I say? It's one of those things that when I
Thank you, Never.
raising up, like I mean, a black household. I
Thank
think
you, T
everybody has
Baby. Thank you,
chores.
Breathless. I appreciate the support, y'all.
I mean, I think the black house, the sons. It depends on the black households do have like everyone has chores. Everybody was
No,
responsible
no, no,
for
it's not the
something.
same. Nope, not the same. Even when it comes to taking care of siblings, it's not the same. Why do that's
I
why
mean,
that,
I
no
think.
no that's no no that's why women are more likely no I'm explaining to you. That's why women are more likely to do domestic roles in a household because it's something that's been conditioned since you was a young girl. It's definitely different.
Again, I know something that I know my mama woke me up if I ain't washed them dishes in the middle of the night. Yeah, I mean, I think that I guess most people, I guess women are more primarily conditioned to do the housework, but in the black house, everybody had
Where do
that.
you think that
Everybody
come
know that Sunday
from?
morning.
Hold
Yeah,
up? Where do you think that come from?
yeah,
Where do you think it come from? How do you think it started? I ain't even
childhood.
let this
Like,
person up.
you know what I mean? Like,
Hold up, Diane. Mm-mm. I ain't even let you up here. Go here, 700.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, first of all, we can't interrupt each other.
My bad. That was an accident.
No.
Uh, uh, uh. Mm, mm, mm.
700. Go ahead and respond to the prompt, or we can
I
move
just
on to
want to
the next
see, do
person.
you ladies have any good things you can say about black men?
No.
Not
Hold
one
on, hold
thing.
on, hold up, y'all. You start off. Say three positive things about black women.
Three positive things about black women.
Yeah.
All right, I can tell you, black women are strong mentally. I can say that. Black women work hard when they want to. Now, the third thing, I don't know. I really can't say too many good things about black women because the way they
Well,
treat
get.
black men.
Hold up. All right. I'll tell you what you can do. You can sit on mute and figure it out, and let me know when you got your answer. Go ahead, Max.
Yeah, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I was just listening to the conversation a little bit, and I was thinking about the part where you was talking about like a black woman like disciplining a son, and it kind of weighed on me a little bit because I was like mostly raised by my mother for the most part,
Where your daddy was
and
at?
We know.
yeah, and
Where your
she
daddy
put
was
her
at?
hand, yeah, huh? You say what, ma'am?
Where was your daddy at?
My father, oh well, I stay. I went to see my father like every weekend, really. Like he was always in my life as well, though. Like he actually lived like a few blocks away from my mother. So like
Why did
when
hold up? Why didn't you live with
yeah
your father instead of your mama?
um well I actually live with both of them, but like for my main for as far as me like coming up as like from a child to probably about like I would say like maybe like 14 something like that. I stayed with my mother. Then
Yeah, she's
after
asking
14,
why.
when I
Hold
went
up.
to high school, well, I just chose to stay with my mother. I had a lot of friends on the particular block
Hold
that
on.
my mother lived
You
on,
say your father lived how many blocks away?
like 2 or 3 blocks away.
You could have walked 2 or 3 blocks. Did
Yeah,
your
yeah,
father keep
yeah,
food? Hold on. Did your father keep food in the refrigerator?
yeah,
You couldn't walk 2 to 3 blocks.
yeah. But I just didn't want to
It
stay
wasn't worth
over there
it.
with him. I
It
didn't want to
wasn't
stay
worth
with him
it.
because I had friends
No, no,
on
no. Hold
the
on. Hold on.
particular
Hold on.
block.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's be for real. You can walk 2 to 3 blocks.
Quarter of
Why
a
you don't want
mile.
to live with your
Turn right
daddy?
on West Barney Street.
Because I didn't, like I said, I had friends I want to say. I had the option to live with either my father or my mother. But I wanted to stay with my mother because I had a lot of friends that I
All right. So
knew
okay,
since I was little.
hold on. You prefer your mama house because 3 blocks ain't far to go. Go ahead. Finish on what you were saying.
Yeah, but like I say, at the time, I was like growing up with my mother being five,
Mm.
6, 7, 8. You don't really want to do too much walking and stuff like that. And the block that my
You
father
said
stayed on was a little bit
14.
more
Okay.
dangerous. It was a little bit more dangerous for a
Oh,
child as well. They used to
three
sell
blocks
like,
away.
uh, things that were illegal on those blocks where my father stayed around that way. So it
Mm.
was a little bit
So
more
he didn't care
safer
about
on my
having a
mother's
home and
block.
a safe place for you. So your mother
Yeah,
provided a safe home
my
for you. Go
my
ahead. You
mother's
can
spot was
finish.
a little bit better. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
know.
I want to say that like yeah, my mother she didn't spell discipline in me at all. Like if I did something wrong and
Mm.
like the teacher
And you
called her
liked
or
it
something,
because you could have went and
and
lived with your daddy.
and yeah, I did when I turned 14, I started staying with him because I had a little bit
In the
more
dangerous
freedom.
house? You went
Huh?
to in the dangerous house?
You say what?
In the dangerous house?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I was
So that
older, so
was you
I
outside?
being
Was you outside selling shit?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So your father didn't properly raise you then. He let you go outside and sell candy. That's
Well,
crazy.
he didn't want me to do that.
I mean, but he ain't stop you from doing it
Yeah,
either.
he didn't
And
know.
I think that's important because we told all the time that the daddy in the house that wouldn't happen. Clearly, he went down to the daddy house and was selling candy outside. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
dead.
but he didn't know. I
Your
kind of
mama
like
wasn't having that
kind of
shit.
hid it.
We know your mama wasn't having that shit, which is why you want to go live with your
Well,
daddy. That's crazy.
actually, when she found out, like she wasn't mad. She just told me don't get caught.
Wait, so your
She
dad
found
lived
out
three
when I was probably
your
about
dad
like
lived 3 blocks
17.
away and he didn't know his son was hustling?
No, no, no. He was living with his father when he was hustling.
Yeah,
Oh, hmm.
nah, cause
Did your
like
daddy
why
put
would he
you
know?
on? Did he put you on?
Nah, hell nah, nah.
So he wasn't. He just wasn't. He like he didn't
Nah,
notice you was
he he
outside.
he used to teach. Now my father actually taught me like how to like do things like paint, hang up
No, no, no,
drywall.
no,
Cause
no.
I used to actually go to work with
Hold
him.
on. How come your father ain't know you was outside hustling? Why you wasn't at work with him
Cause
instead
I
of
used to
outside with
lie.
your
Cause I used to
brother?
lie. I'm like, I'm
Why
finna
would
go
you
with
be
my
outside? Hold
friends.
up. Why would you
We
be
finna go
outside? Hold
pay
up.
back.
No, your friends was 3 blocks down by your mama house. You can't say that. My question is, why was you not doing all this home improvement stuff with
Well,
your daddy? You said you was staying
well,
on the corner. You didn't. It wasn't. You wasn't interested. You didn't want to do what your daddy was doing.
no, I did. Whenever he had like specific jobs that he took me on, I did them to get money. But
And then
like
you was like,
when
let
I
me help
was
me get the fuck
younger,
out of here so I can go outside and
when I
hustle.
no, like this what I would I'll tell you what I used to do. So like when I was younger, like I might do a job with him and I might get like $100, $200 for doing a job with him. Then I'll take that money and basically invest in getting some candy and peddling that to try to
Don't say
double my
investing.
money.
That's crazy. And
I'll
what
do
your
that
daddy
to
ain't
double
ask
my
you where the
money.
money was going? He ain't ask you where the
Huh?
money was going?
Well,
He ain't
I
ask you
tell
where the money
her
was
if he
going?
give me the money, I'll be like, yeah, I'm finna go get my haircut, go buy some clothes or whatever. But I'll go grab some work and I'll double my money up real quick. Then I'll still buy some clothes and stuff with the money I got. But I go and flip it real quick
Hey,
though.
Amar, did you ever go to prison?
Huh?
You ever went to prison?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I feel that somebody
What your
been in
daddy
that
say
type of
when you
life
went? What
and
your
didn't
what
go
your
to
daddy
jail.
say when you went to prison?
Shit, I don't know. He probably called me a million stupid motherfuckers.
What you mean you don't know? He didn't contact you after that?
Yeah. He contacted me. He called me stupid, all type of stuff. Like he didn't like it at all.
So I'm glad you clarified. I just want y'all to keep in mind that the daddies ain't gonna say the sons from doing this shit. That motherfucker ain't give a fuck about what his daddy was doing. He said his daddy had trades and skills and he still wanted to be outside.
Yeah, because sometimes it ain't just the parents. I know guys that like that were on the block with me that had fathers in their life that had money and everything
Yeah, I
and
know. The men be
legit
lying to
businesses
us.
and they still
We
want to go
know. The men just
outside
be
and just run
lying.
around and do. I mean,
You wanna do hood rat shit with your friends, I know.
yeah, people just I
Ain't
don't know,
people no, don't say
knuckleheads.
people. Don't say people. The girls wasn't outside on the corners like y'all niggas was. It was
Not
security.
around my area. It was a few girls that used to be out there doing their thing too.
Mm.
Shit, it's some females that was out there doing their thing too. So I can't say it's just the guys. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays. Nowadays, it's
She didn't say
the
it was
way
just the
the way
guys. She
hip
never
hop
said
got
that.
these females nowadays is kind of crazy. It's kind of like I believe when I was younger, I believe
Well,
the women had better
hold up, man.
aspirations to look up to.
Hold up, man. Don't nobody give a fuck. Go ahead. Who at the top, y'all?
One.
Wonder Boy, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, beautiful people? I just came here to agree with that black men are socialized differently than other men, just off rip. I don't know what this platform is. I kind of just heard old dude talking about his life experience and how he grew up, but I'm just here to agree with you all and say that, the black
How black
experience
men
for black
socialize
men,
different?
I think I think just off starters, our society, you know what I mean? Hyper masculinity is a big issue in the black community. I feel like even from early age, when we
How
watch
does that show up in
Boondocks,
the black community though?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're hyper masculine, every little moment could be a nigga moment from Boondocks. You know what I mean? I bump your shoulder, now we fight it, now we shoot it, now we both in jail. Prisoner
What does that
pipeline.
mean? What does that mean for black women?
It means less support for the black women. It means less support for the community. It means black men are not in the homes to help and assist. It means um, it's not good for anybody.
It also means that we have to raise sons in environments where male on male violence is dominant, where where black men don't respect, care, nor want to be
Hmm.
near each other at all. So that's probably why earlier when y'all was saying that y'all didn't have any positive role models, it's probably because y'all was too busy
I'm sorry,
outside
Miss.
having nigga moments.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss. I actually do have a lot of positive male models. I just got into the conversation. My bad. I just missed that.
No, I think that's true. That's not. I think, but the point is, like, we keep hearing from black men that they don't have positive role models. That's the problem.
Oh, I mean, For a lot, yes. I mean, but for me, I mean, we have all these civil rights activists. We have all these people in music and in celebrity, life. You know what I mean? That has made some waves for their community. You know what I mean? A lot of NFL players give back to their community. A lot of stars, you know what I mean, choose to be role models. And
If that's
so,
the case, again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think there are
yeah.
a lot of positive black male role models. Why do you
Mm.
think so many black men are saying that they don't exist?
Um, just to be honest, access to resources. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of us, or a lot of young men, especially like the 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 um, the kids I teach, they're always looking at streamers, looking at people who aren't even necessarily doing anything for their community. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's a lack of access to resources.
Now, what do you think about what Max B was saying? He had a father who had trades. His father took him along with him as an apprentice. And he still wanted to go outside and sell candy. Why do you think that is?
You know, judging that dynamic, you know what I mean? It's a little kind of hard to judge because it's not my family. You know what I mean? But I would say that yes, in my opinion, personal opinion, I think that his father didn't necessarily, give him all the tools that he needed to be successful if he wanted him to be doing that. You know what I mean? And also, like,
But that's a
every
thing.
parent does
I
But
things
that's
can
a
tell
thing,
you
differently.
why.
though. Hold
I
on,
can
Max B.
tell you
You know
why.
that's a hold on, man. Hold on, man. Wonder Boy. You know that's a thing, though. When you say kids, I assume you work with kids and had some knowledge about
Hello?
it.
I'm sorry.
But hold up. That's actually a thing where like black boys who
My dad taught me all these different
live in.
trades and how to, be well for
Hold up.
myself.
Hold up.
Maybe he was
Your
like, I have
signal
no
fucked
idea
up.
whether his dad was like, hey, go outside.
Wonder Boy. Your signal
I
fucked
can't hear
up.
you. Hello?
Um, there's there's actually black boys who live in upper middle class neighborhoods who go to lower income neighborhoods to perform the hyper masculinity that you were referring to. They don't have to, but they do it.
That may, I mean, that happens to a lot of people. I mean, not all skin folk is kin folk. Not everybody. I mean, we watch ATL and we see the story about how Nunu does that exact same storyline. You know what I mean? Young women going to lower less hoods to fit in and feel more
But see,
comfortable. You know what I mean?
that's a
But who
movie.
am I
Hold
to
up.
judge someone's young
No, no, no,
adolescence?
no, no, no. That's a movie that a man wrote. It's actually the opposite.
But it's based off a true story.
Hold up. No, no,
No,
no,
it's
no.
not.
Hold up. No, no, no. Listen to what I'm saying. When black girls, let's say, start in grade school in low income communities, and then their families move to middle class neighborhoods, they build new friends. They build a new social circle, and they adapt to the environment. The boys don't do that. They want to go back to their neighborhoods, right? And then the point I was making earlier is that you have black boys from upper middle class neighborhoods who go to the low income communities to participate in hyper masculinity. What's his name? Clarence Thomas' nephew did the thing, and the problem is that they see this hyper masculinity as a role that's supposed to fulfill. That's why you have people like Max B, who had a father there who could have taught him some skills. He still wanted to be outside because he wanted to perform hyper masculinity with the other boys.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was a lot of money to be made
He wasn't
off the
making that
money.
much money, Max B, and you end up
Nah,
going to
nah,
jail.
nah. Yeah, yeah. You still, it was a lot of money out there to be made.
Money for what though? You had two homes you could go to. What did you need the money for?
Well, I didn't like I say, I want to get like when it started off as me wanting to just buy like better clothes, like more name
Sneakers
brand
and
type
things.
clothes. It started out like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that, and then it as it progressed, like because I started out like with grass, you know what I mean, with like selling
No,
tea,
we know how it works. So
and
let
it
me ask you a question. What was
progressed
the
to the
biggest?
candy. But when it
What was the
progressed to the
biggest? Hold
candy, I was older, and
up,
it was like
man,
more coming in.
man. What was the big ticket item that you purchased?
What you mean, a big ticket item?
The biggest ticket item that you bought with your purchase, with your
Car,
money.
car,
What kind of car? What kind of car?
Range Rover.
Off the lot?
2050. Yeah, it was a lot. Shit, Ford
Off the
dealership.
lot. Off
Yeah,
the lot.
Yeah, Fox Ford dealership bought a
Hold up, real quick.
2015
Hold up.
Range Rover.
Hold up.
Why does it matter what he bought when he was a young one with his money? I'm a little bit
Hold on. You
confused. Help
came
me
back.
out.
Hold up. You came back. Hold up. Pause.
I'm a little
All,
confused.
first of all, he is lying, but that's not what I'm saying.
I'm not
He's saying it was
lying.
Oh,
more. Hold
oh
up.
no.
Hold up.
Got pictures of
You're
it with me
saying
and the Range
no.
Rover.
Hold up. Hold
I
up.
bought two of them.
Sir, we know y'all used to stand in front of people's cars. Listen to what I'm saying. When you're saying that it
Oh
was more
man.
money in it, that's not long term. You went to prison. Did you have to buy a lawyer?
Yeah, I went to prison. Yeah, I had to get a
Did
lawyer.
you have to
Did a
buy a
lot of
lawyer?
time. Yeah, did a lot of
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
and you don't have any of that money now. That's what I'm saying. It's
Nah,
not
nah,
a
nah.
better. No,
That's why I
it's
got out.
instant
That's why I got out of it. Now
gratification.
I
I
drive
know.
trucks
Okay.
now.
All right. All right. Hold up. It's instant gratification. It's not that fast money go fast. It don't last.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So it wasn't more money. You ended up where you're supposed to be in prison, and
I
now you
mean,
had to
it
come out
was
and
at the
start
time.
over.
I'm just telling you what made it enticing to me. It made it enticing to me because I seen people like making a
Thank you,
lot of money doing a
Darnell.
lot of things with it. You see what I'm saying?
Hold up. Well, I
It was
wonder why Wonder
enticing.
Boy came off mute like that. Wonder Boy, why you come at me like that?
I was just confused. Well, just off general, just want to be chill. My part was taken aback because I was just like, dang, y'all really going in on him for what he chose to spend his money on when he was in adolescence. You know what I mean? So I was
No,
just
no, no,
like,
hold on, hold on, hold
dang,
on.
like.
Yeah, Wonder Boy. You don't think we should shame? You don't think we should shame men who sell uh D-rugs to the community and promote that? He said he was an old head, so that means
No,
whoever
I
put
wasn't
him on.
promoting it.
Hold on,
I
hold on,
wasn't
hold up,
promoting it.
hold
No.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up. You don't think we should shame that behavior, Wonder Boy? You think we should be like, oh, that's great. You was getting all that money and you bought you cars and you bought nice clothes. Great for you. It don't matter what happened to the community, Wonder Boy. You think we should be promoting that, Wonder Boy?
Well, hold on. This is what I missed. He was
No,
selling
pause,
drugs. He was
pause,
selling drugs
pause,
to the
pause,
community,
pause,
or
pause.
what? I'm confused.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about, and you came
Oh,
at
okay,
me. No, because your
okay.
default programming went off, and you try to attack me. That was
Oh,
crazy.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa. Whoa.
no, no, no,
I
no,
never
no,
attacked
no,
you,
no, 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 no,
black
no,
woman. I never
no, no,
attacked you.
no.
I never
You
attacked any
can't.
black
No,
woman.
you
What I
can't.
said was,
No,
what does he have to?
no.
What does
Don't
spending
gas
his
like
money
me.
have to
Did
do with
y'all
this
hear it?
conversation?
Did y'all hear it?
Conversation.
He was
Yep.
like, "How you gonna tell him?" See what I'm
That
saying?
shit jumped right up out his ass.
Mm-hmm.
To defend another person because I was confused. You can definitely let me know what's up, and I can correct that behavior. That's
Well,
not a problem with me.
go ahead and congratulate him for what he did to the community. You got it. Go ahead.
I'm not congratulating. I said to you, I said, hey, for me, what I do is seek for understanding. And so I said, oh, he was selling drugs. He was like, oh, he
Oh,
was.
you
So we
gotta
should be
stop saying
condemning that.
that. But it's interesting how you were quick to correct me without getting clarification, though.
To be fair,
You know what?
the
I can
the
accept that, and that's my bad, my fault. I
to be
Yeah,
fair,
apologize.
the
you fucked
community
up.
was like that before I was before I even
Yeah, no
started doing that.
accountability. No, but you had
Well,
a daddy. You had a daddy. You could have been doing what your daddy was
and
doing. You wanted to be
yeah,
outside. You don't
yeah.
give a fuck. You had options. It's the fuck. I asked you
But
earlier,
not
did you
not
know
not
they had
at
food
that
in the
time.
refrigerator?
Not
You
at that.
said yeah. So you didn't
Yeah,
do it because you needed
but
food. You had a father who made enough money to take care of you, and he took you on places where you can make your own money, and you still want to be wild
yeah,
outside.
but like I said, I wanted to have the better clothes. That was my main focus when I was young. When I was like 14, I first
All right, you
started.
could have
I
told your
wanted
father,
more
"Hey,
no name
daddy, I
brand.
want
He
better
wasn't
clothes.
finna
Can
get
I
it.
help you?"
Nah,
No,
he
no,
wasn't finna get
no,
no name
no,
brand
no,
clothes.
no, daddy. Can I help you paint more walls or something? You ain't want to do that. It wasn't about better clothes. Let's be honest. Because when you got better clothes,
Nah,
did you
that
stop?
that that is definitely what it
Did
was.
you stop? After you got your better clothes, did you stop?
Nah,
No,
No.
prison made you stop.
I
Prison
got
made you
addicted to the
stop.
money though. Nah, I got addicted to the money. Oh
No,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
being
That's what made me
honest.
stop. Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't get. It wasn't
I'm being
about better
honest. You
clothes.
ain't let me talk
You
like
It's
that.
wanted to
I
be
also
him.
explain
You thought you was
everything.
Timothy out
it's
there
also the
selling the
fact.
fucking.
yo,
Not
I
Himothy.
mean, it's
Max B,
It's
fun.
I think
also
they
the
want
fact
you
that
to,
hold on, wait,
take
y'all,
take
hold
take
on, hold
accountability for
on,
your
hold on.
It's
actions.
It's
fun. You
also
get
the fact
addicted to
that
the
black
adrenaline
men.
rush as well.
Hold on, y'all. It's also the fact that black men are severely like promote instant gratification and anti-intellectualism because the instant gratification, you actually had a
Mhm.
shortcut. You had a father who had a trade, who then could have taught you the trade, and you could have went to school for business, and you could have opened up your own business, and then therefore you would have made twice or thrice the amount of money that you made. You could have bought 4 or 5 Range Rovers by now, but instead you went to prisons, and now you driving somebody else's truck when you could have been driving your own. You could have been having your own fleet of trucks. It's because black men are addicted to instant gratification and self adornment. Like, y'all will sit up here and risk your life, liberty, and freedom for a pair of fly sneakers, some cool kicks, some nice motherfucking a hat, or whatever you niggas is putting on y'all
But
backs
see, this
nowadays.
the
That
thing.
shit probably tacky.
You're not taking
That
into
shit was
account
probably
for
tacky as fuck.
He probably
you
was
ain't
wearing
taking
the long.
account for the
He old too,
accents.
so you know he was wearing the long jerseys. Talking about some you
That's crazy.
like no,
that, was,
you
that was
in
the
that
shit.
age range. You was
That
wearing
was
them
it back in
long
the day.
ass, them
that
bull
was in the
jerseys
back
that
in the
down to
day.
the
I
kneecaps.
don't, hey, don't try to fry me though. That's crazy. But
Hmm.
that
No,
was
you need to be
cracking back then.
fried.
That was
No,
cracking
you need to
back
be
then.
fried. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
That shit
Joe.
was done.
nah.
But
But
go ahead, Wonder Boy wanted to finish saying what he was saying. Shout out to him for selling the candy in the community. What was you talking about?
I'm dead. So just off rip, is this a space where we just shaming niggas who were being
No,
niggery?
no, no,
Because
no. Hold
like
up, hold up,
I'm a
hold
little
up.
bit
No, no,
confused.
hold
yeah,
up,
that's
hold
the
up.
thing, because
Cause
you
Nickery
ain't
hold
is
even
up,
looking at the big.
crazy.
hold
You ain't
up,
really even
hold
No,
looking
up,
because
at the
that's what it's
bigger
hold
giving. That's
up,
the
question.
vibe.
The bigger
Like you mad
question
at
is,
him
how did the
for
drugs even get in our community? That's the
hold up. Pause. No, 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 no. That's weird, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all lying to each other and deplorable behavior is crazy. You and I was having a conversation about how like young kids are socializing, and your signal went out, and you came up. Now you aggressive, as a motherfucker. You gonna come to me as this is a
whoa, whoa,
space for
whoa,
such a
whoa,
time. Whoa,
whoa,
whoa, whoa.
whoa. I'm
Pause. Because
sorry.
I
Go ahead. I'm
asked
sorry.
you.
Go
Hold
ahead.
up. No, no,
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
no,
Yes, ma'am. Go
no,
ahead.
no. You don't want it to be a space, fine. He's talking about him having a father who could have taught him a trade. He wanted to be outside causing harm to the community. And you like, oh, tell that nigga to say something fucking positive. Are you serious? Are you
Okay.
serious? What you? No, no, no. Tell
Wait.
us what
May I
you
speak?
think. Hold up. I
Let me
want
know
you
when
to
I'm
answer.
ready.
No, no. I
Yes,
want you
ma'am.
to answer a specific question.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
do you think our response should be to niggas who think it's okay to sell candy to the fucking community so they can have better clothes, nigga? What should my response be?
Your
but see
response,
this what you
y'all's
don't even
responses
get though.
hold on, brother. She's asking me a question. Y'all responses are rightfully so. You know what I mean? Y'all giving them his lashes. You know what I mean? And I'm not
So
mad
why are
about
you
it.
asking if this
I
is
was
a
just asking.
space? No, no, no. Then why are
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
asking about is this a space for bashing, knowing what that nigga just said? I'm confused.
Because I'm new to the space. That's why I'm
No, no,
confused.
no. You have empathy for him. You got hella empathy for this
I have
man.
empathy for
No, you
for
feel
any human.
uncomfortable.
For any
No,
human.
you
I have
feel
empathy for any human.
uncomfortable about me holding him accountable. Why
I
do you
actually
feel
don't.
no, no,
I
yes
actually
you
don't.
do. No, yes you do. That's why your initial reaction was to be aggressive with me the way it was. Tell us why you feel uncomfortable about a black woman holding a black man accountable for the shit that he did in the black community that was fucking deplorable. Tell us why you feel uncomfortable with that.
Okay, so are you ready?
I've been ready. I've been waiting for you to answer the honest question.
Yes, ma'am. So I think that right now, I think like, okay, cool. I come into the spot, to the space, I'm like, dang, what's going on? Okay, he's getting his lashings. Okay, he was selling drugs to the community. Okay, get his ass. Seize him, if you will. But for me, I'm like, okay, the topic is, are black men socialized differently than other men? If and then my question
Thank
I
you,
had
Top
asked,
Dog.
I'm almost done, miss. The question I had asked was like,
No,
oh, this
I'm
space
thanking somebody for
is
supporting my platform, sir. Thank you, Top
yeah,
Girl.
no problem. But what I was saying was like, okay, well, dangle, is this a space where we're just giving out lashes? Okay, that's my cue to be like, okay, well, this isn't really a conversation really
All
about
right,
our black men
pause. All right,
socialized
pause.
differently than
Okay,
other
I heard
men.
that pause. Okay, why would that be
Mhm.
your conclusion based on the conversation we had before your internet signal went out?
Wait, say one more time. I'm sorry.
Before your internet signal went out, we was having
Yes,
a
ma'am.
conversation about children, and I was
Hmm.
explaining the whole thing about hypermasculinity and how boys end up performing it in certain communities. And
Yes.
you left that conversation. You still want to be like, "Oh, this is space. Maybe I don't need to be here."
Oh, so maybe I just missed that because my connection went out. I'm sorry about that. If we're still talking
No,
about
no,
how
you
young boys are
respond. No, no,
socialized, we can
no.
still talk
You
about that.
responded. No, no, no. Before your internet connection went out, you
Mhm.
responded a few times to the conversation. You literally was saying how you had a lot of positive black male role models, and I said I
Yes, I
agree with
did.
you. No, no,
Hmm.
hold up. Did you forget me saying that?
No,
Or
yes,
because you
ma'am.
had
Yes, ma'am. I
no,
remember.
no,
Yes,
no, no,
ma'am.
no, no,
Yes, ma'am. I
no. Yes,
remember.
you do remember. You do
Yep.
remember.
Hmm.
So my confusion, instead of you being honest and saying, "Damn, I do have a lot of empathy to this nigga doing some bum ass shit," you want to make it seem like now it's something wrong with my platform.
So
That's
no,
the
no, no,
part
no,
that
no.
no, y'all niggas got too much empathy for the niggas who are doing fucked up shit, and you feel
Black women too.
uncomfortable. You feel
Well, hold on.
uncomfortable.
Let her finish.
No, 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 no. Because he's doing the same thing. Y'all feel uncomfortable when a black woman wants to hold a black man accountable for the
Y'all don't
shit
hold
that he
yourselves
does.
accountable to your own stuff though.
Look how he crashing out.
Let him talk.
So let me just finish real quick. So again, maybe my impact made you feel uncomfortable, but my intention was
No,
not
no, no,
that.
no. Don't be
My
passive
intention was
aggressive with me.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
Please,
no.
I'm not
No,
being
please.
no, no, no,
passive. I'm
no.
being passive.
No,
I'm
no,
not being passive.
no.
I'm
Don't be
being
no, 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 no,
I'm
no, no, no,
apologizing to you
no.
because that's not my
No.
intention
I
for you to
broke it down.
make you
Don't be
believe that
passive
I'm
aggressive with
empathizing
me.
him. I'm not.
Amen, Lord.
I'm taking ownership for my words. Intent versus impact is a real thing. Let me talk. If you just let me finish, like I let you, and I also apologize for interrupting you as well. All I'm saying to you is that, hey, you know what? Is this a space where we're just bashing niggas for doing, nigga shit? You know what I mean? If that's the case, then okay,
Nigga
cool, then I
shit.
can exit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
we
I
were
already
talking about something
clarified that
different.
point. No, I already clarified that point. That's what I'm saying. It don't even matter that we had the conversation we did before your internet connection went out. And I literally was saying I do agree that a lot of positive black male role models out there, and I'm talking about the dilemma specifically when it comes to hypermasculinity and what it does to young boys. And you came back from that, even after I explained it to you just now, and you're still saying, is this a bashing space? Very interesting. But go
But
ahead,
what's wrong
Trump.
with bashing? What's
No,
wrong
no,
with the
no.
bashing?
Let
There's
Trump.
nothing wrong with
Let
the
Trump.
bashing.
No,
Y'all
you
say
want
you weren't
Stop
the
Trump.
being a
No,
lashing.
fake
no,
What's
ass
wrong
no.
with that?
bitch. Stop being a fake ass bitch. You're annoying.
Go
Like I hate a
ahead,
fake ass
Trump.
bitch.
How am
Go
I
ahead,
being
Trump.
fake?
No, no,
Stop
We
being
need
no,
fake.
sir. Moving
How am I being
on. We
fake?
got new people up
Just
here.
shut
You can
up.
wait.
I don't want
No,
to hear
no,
the fake
no.
shit.
Wonder Boy, wait for open panel. Wait
Hey,
for
can
open
I
You
panel. Go
clarify?
ahead.
Can I
alligator
clarify
looking
something though?
ass
Go
pussy
ahead,
nigga.
Trump. Hold up. Hold up.
All
Hold
right.
up.
It says are black men socialized different than other men? No, we're not. It's just because we got melanin on our skin, all races and including black women seem to have a problem with it. They don't call out no other race.
Why would black women specifically have a problem with black men?
Because y'all date all the street boys and
No,
think
no, no,
all
no.
black men
Okay,
are
so
bad.
black men are street boys. Okay, black men are street boys. Got it.
Not all of them.
No, 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 no. Because
Barack
black
Obama's
men are
not. He
street
black.
boys. Go ahead, Winter.
Hi, thank you for having me up. Are black men socialized differently than other men? I think black men aren't a monolith. I think their socialization is often determined by a few different factors like family stability, how involved their parents are, their exposure to
Oh,
different
you
role
got
models.
restricted.
I'm sorry?
No, it was Amma. Whoever Amma was got a restriction. Y'all can't let her up. She had a 10-minute warning. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I feel like it depends on their upbringing, their households, what's instilled in them. So I can't generalize and say they're all raised the same, even within the African American culture. I will say there is a tendency for our community to sometimes have children unintentionally and not be intentional in how we raise our children in
Do
general.
you think that's a thing for all communities?
Absolutely, I think, but
Okay.
I will say this is an American issue specifically. I can't speak on other countries. I was raised in Los Angeles. I have Asian, Black, Samoan, every type of race you could think of, friend. It is an issue in America for sure.
Okay.
And I think a lot of that again goes back to my original point, which is based on classism. How prepared you are before you have a child, and if we can fix that issue, I think for
What do
men
you think
and
the
women.
solution to that is?
I'm sorry.
What do you think the solution to that is?
People doing inner work on self Before you can expect anybody else to change or for you to be equally yoked in partnership relationship if you decide to have a family to raise, you have to work on yourself.
Hold on,
And
real
I
quick.
think
We talking about black men.
people in general, black men and women, whoever's raising a black boy or a black child in general, you have, in order to have a child, it takes two people. Those two people need to do work on
Let me ask you a
themselves.
question. All right, let's go to the talking point. The men are saying that the women are putting the men out the house. They're not saying that because we know black women are not abandoning their children. Why are the black men leaving the house? Why the black men don't have their own house for the children? Why the black men not staying around to raise their kids?
I think that goes to how they're raised. I think any man who chooses to abandon his child is broken in some format.
And when you
And
think of, what do you
um,
mean how they're raised?
from 0 to 7, it's proven like how you speak to your children, how you teach them emotional regulation, how you teach them critical thinking, their exposure to other children, and you guiding and teaching their interactions in that.
It's actually 0 to 5 because 5 is usually entering grade school, so it changes and there's still different stages of development. But no, that's not what I was talking. I'm talking about the fathers abandoning the kids.
A father abandoning their child is a broken man in some format.
Okay,
So
so who is going to be accountable? It's not his fault. It's the people who raised them, right?
no, as we become adults, you are responsible for
But
your
that's
how
why I
you
said
turn out.
I don't know if you heard what you said, but you said that he's broken because of how he was raised.
Often brokenness does start in the household. There's a lot of people who deal with abuse in their homes. There's a lot of people who deal with emotional neglect. There's a lot of people who grew up in families whose parents worked so much that they were raised by social media, friendships, relationships. So there's that's what I stated. It's different dynamics that go into different households.
Most of the problems we have with men isn't actually coming from the household. It comes from the socialization with peers. That's why I say
Who's
there's a distinct
responsible for
difference with
socializing them?
peers.
The world is responsible for socializing
No,
them.
no,
So
no,
then
no,
it would be the
no.
world's fault that they are
No,
the
no,
way that
no,
they are.
no, no, no. You can look up the ecological model is what I'm talking about. At first, it is the home and the family, right? Men and boys are emotionally undeveloped because of the rules of society. So therefore, they have instead of trusting themselves and learning the language to communicate their own emotion and feelings, they go to school and they start performing for their peers as a validation if they act in the way they're supposed to. So a lot of the conditional issues that we're dealing with men comes from socialization of peers, not the household. That's the misconception.
So they're choosing poor peers to be around, or they don't have proper peers to
That's
influence them.
have you ever been around boys when boys enact with each other in a school setting?
No, I don't have kids. I don't
Like, I mean,
interact.
you don't have to have kids to know what it's like. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of it's not because of the parents. They're being rebellious towards the parents. It's just the whole point.
I've not experienced that in my reality.
You're
But
not a
I
boy
also
though.
was socialized
But you're
differently. Also,
no, boys and girls are socialized differently. Is the point. That's what I'm saying. Are you aware of the impact that peers have for boys?
I don't
Because
know.
y'all,
Well,
because a lot of
I'm not a
people, a
boy
lot
to
of
know
people.
their interactions, and I don't study kids to know
Okay,
who
well,
they're
that's what I'm
interacting
telling
with.
you. If you don't know, that's what I'm telling you. So when y'all be like, "Oh, it's the way it happens in the household," actually, it's the peers. We just had the man up here just now say it didn't matter what his father said or did. He wanted to be outside because he wanted to be accepted by his peers.
Why did he explain why the acceptance of his peers matters so much?
I mean, I don't need him to. His hypermasculinity is what they is again. They don't want to be rejected. It's not what the parents want. It's the reason why, as teenagers, they start giving their parents a hard way to go. They're not trying to get their parents' approval. They're trying to get their peers' approval.
I feel like teenage girls go through the same cycle though. So how is the outcome different for young boys and young
Because
girls?
we don't look for hypermasculinity. She just said that. She said we
But
don't participate in
I'm speaking specifically
hypermasculinity
to the
looking for
rebellion.
validation.
Both
Hold on. We don't participate in hypermasculinity and we don't seek male validation. Yes, young girls do seek validation amongst their peers, but it's not in a hypermasculine way. Normally, it's going to
Thank
be
you,
the
Lynn.
validation that we're seeking is usually going to be focused on athletics or academia. That's the
No, no,
validation.
no. No. The young girls that she referring to more likely to be preyed on by older men.
No, she's saying
That's what.
that girls seek validation amongst their peers as
Yeah, the
well.
validation. No, still male centered. They're not getting validation from other girls. They get validation from older men who be preying on them.
Clock that. But whenever
I'm
I'm
just
talking
telling.
about like in a but when you get to like a high school setting, girls are more likely to perform better in academia, and
Thanks to
a way that they receive validation as well. But boys are still seeking, they're still participating in like toxic male culture. So that's how we're socialized differently.
Why do
Yeah,
women
but that go. Hold up. Before you ask
desire?
another question, let's get back to what we were talking about initially, right? We talking about the issues that we're facing because of the way men perform their masculinity in our society. You asked that, right? So, like, it seems like you have a problem with understanding that it's the peers, and you want to go back to the household, and we all know why you want to do that.
Why is that?
You're being male centered right now. It's very clear about that.
Yeah, you want to blame the mom.
I didn't say any. I said the parents. I
You
never
were talking. No,
isolated.
We
no, hold up.
understand
After
context.
you said that, after I said the fathers aren't in the home, though. Y'all say parents, but you really the mothers because women are
No, I
blamed for having
asked
us
you
as
why
well.
aren't the fathers in the home?
You asked me why.
Yeah,
You don't know
why?
why.
What?
Hold on. You don't know. Hold on. You don't know why fathers aren't in the home.
I said my perspective was that only a broken man would leave their child.
Okay, so why do we have so many broken men leaving their children? And then you said the parents. And then I asked, well, what age do they have to be before they become accountable for that? And then we end up getting into the validation that teenage boys are seeking out or when they forming their identity. So I'm trying to get you back on track to like, all right, so why are the men leaving their children? Why are we having these problems with men in our society, black men specifically?
I said, why do but why? What is the cause of men
Are you giving? There's a lot
validating
of
their
whys
peers?
coming out. You can just share your thoughts. Or do you want
I'm
to just
trying to.
go
I
back
have
and
before I share my thoughts.
no,
I want to have full
no.
context of
You already the only thought
what
you
you're
shared
saying.
was that it was the parents. But I'm telling you, the fathers are in the household. So if you're talking about the way they was raised, we're talking about the mothers. But I'm telling you that the socialization that they want peer acceptance start at 5.
So at 5 years old, wouldn't at 5 years old though their socialization, their peers that they're around are controlled by their parents? A 5 year old, I mean, you
No,
the
no.
school
It's
that
the
you
way they
choose for a
did.
5 year
You,
old, the
so
kids that they're around, the play dates
you
that
know
you
nothing
interact
about
with.
identity formation. You know nothing about relational aggression inside of the schools or nothing. Again, you want to take it back to the home.
The schools are
No,
selected
no,
by
no,
the
no.
parents, are they not? The
No,
school
no, they're
district
not.
that
They're
yeah,
not. They're
the
No,
not.
they're
They're
education
not.
that a
not.
child
They're
No.
not.
receives is
They're
due to
not.
the
Again,
parent.
again. So won't you just say that you want to blame the mama, ma'am?
I
It's
don't
just
believe
stand
it's
on
the
that. No, no,
mom's
no.
fault. I said
Just
I've
stand.
been
Yes, you
very
do.
clear in stating
Hold
it
up.
takes two
No,
people to make a
ma'am. No, no.
child.
If the
Takes
man
two
is not
people
in
to
the
make a child.
household, if the
So
man is
he's
not
at
in the
fault for his
household,
abandonment.
ma'am.
He's at fault for his
So you
abandonment.
can't stand on your own thoughts. That's the problem.
I literally said
You
that
don't.
a
No,
broken
no, no,
man
no,
would leave
no.
his
No, you want to say
child.
no. We know the nigga's not in the house. I already said
I
that.
don't know
I
that.
already
That's
said
not my
no. The
reality.
man
My
not in the
dad and
house.
my
Hold
mom are
up. Who in
married.
the house? No, we're not talking about you. You can't think outside of yourself.
I have a brother
Is that
though.
why
I
you
have a
saying you
brother.
don't
That's what
understand
I'm
why the
saying.
boy?
I'm confused
You have
by
a
the
brother, but you don't have
perspective.
the worldview of a boy because you're not a boy. Just like men say they got mamas and they don't understand what women go through. That means nothing because you got a brother, ma'am. People got daddies, people got uncles, cousins. We know all men and all women in society, but we all still having these issues because of the way we socialize. That don't mean you have a worldview of the person next to you. That's the problem with
I
white
said
people
that. I
tokenizing
said I
black
don't
people.
know. I think
Again, so okay, you want to go back to blame? Just say you want to blame the
I
mama.
didn't
I don't
say
know
the
why
mom.
this is difficult for
You are
you.
projecting a household I didn't even
What am
speak
I
on.
projecting? Tell me what I'm projecting.
She's not projecting. You just don't want to stand on business. Just
I
it's
don't think
okay.
it's the
Like
mother's fault. Why
you
y'all are
want to
trying
put
to
it.
push a narrative
No,
on
no,
me
no,
that I
no.
did
So just
not
tell me. Hold
say?
up. No, no, no. You got it. Tell me what I'm projecting.
I said two people make a child. Did I not? Have I
Where
not
we
said
know two
that
people.
several
I
times?
don't
Two
know.
people.
I don't
Is
know how
that
that
not correct?
matters.
Two people
We're
make
not.
a
Hold up.
child.
But no, we're not talking about making a child. We're talking about raising a child. And I already said that the fathers are
Two
leaving the
people
home. So
make a
making a child.
child. So therefore,
You're
two
saying
people are
something different. You're
responsible
saying
for a
something different.
child.
And I know
Two
that.
people are
And I said, why
responsible
are the
for a
men not
parent.
there? And you said that they're broken. Why would they be broken? Their parents. Going back to the mother, ma'am. So tell us.
How did the
Did she
mother
just
come
want to
into
blame the
this?
mother?
Would
So
not,
okay, what are the
if
fathers
a
doing?
boy
Okay,
is broken,
let's
wouldn't
hold
both
up.
parents be responsible for his
I hear you.
brokenness?
So okay, tell us how to tell us what role do fathers have in all of this? What role do fathers play in the issues we having with men in the black community?
You just said they're abandoning their children. That's one issue. There's parents who are just not proactive, even if they are in the
Don't say
household.
parents. We just talking about daddies. Let's just focus on daddies for a second.
Is a dad not a parent?
No, you want to gender it like you trying to loop women in it real bad. Let's just talk about the
No,
daddies
you
for a
keep
second.
highlighting that. I've not talked about a woman one time.
Man,
You
we
know
just
what's
talking about the
funny?
daddies right now. We just talking about the
I'm
daddies.
not talking about the fathers.
Like, what you say, Drika? Because we ain't getting nowhere.
I'm just saying, people, y'all scary. And it's funny how confidently y'all come up on these panels and speak, and then y'all voice be shivering and quivering, and y'all can't stand on business. You letting this lady punk you out of your point. You need to stay on. You need to
I'm
stand
not
on
my y'all are
business.
trying to force the point that I'm talking about a mom. I'm talking
I'm just,
about two people who
ma'am,
create a life.
ma'am,
Both people
ma'am,
are equally
ma'am, ma'am,
responsible.
ma'am. How you saying y'all when I'm telling you to stand on business with this lady? I ain't even gave my opinion because I think you scary. I think you too scared to make your point. You want to appease
No, you
this
guys are trying
lady
to
that
tell
you
me
don't
what my
like.
point is. I feel two people make a child. So if a child is deficit,
I'm in these people's store. I can't be screaming. You scary.
Yeah,
Tara,
you
you
are
right.
scary. But the thing is,
She do want to talk about the mama, and that's why she can't stand on her point. Because now she's pivoting to pull my hair. You done been on her neck and you been tagging her head. Now she done started pulling my hair. She can't even. She hitting the wrong person. I'm getting swung on. I'm trying to break the fight up because you losing, and now you swinging on me. So go ahead, y'all. Y'all got it.
I was gonna say that I think it's so funny that you're saying that we're specifically talking about black men, and a majority of black men are raised by their by their mothers. So when you said, "Oh, it goes back to the home," we understand. We're not done. We understand the context. But if you want to do that, if you want to pussyfoot around it and say that no, it's both the parents, well, then we could talk about the black men that are raised by their fathers and how that they still come out with disastrous results. For example, we got Max B right above me. He was raised by his father, and that didn't stop him from going to prison and selling candy within the black community. So like we could talk about that. We could talk about the black men that are raised by their fathers, that do have a male role model in the household, and still come out with disastrous high illiteracy rates, high recidivism rates, high unemployment rates. They had the daddies in the household and the mamas in the household. We're specifically talking about black men. There's something
But
going on with the
it
social
take a
life.
village to raise a child. It take a village to raise a child. So
And
what's
Nigga,
going on in the
nigga, hold
village
up. No, not the
that's
nigga that was in
socializing
jail.
that's
Hold up.
socializing the
Let her stand. No, let her
people wrong. People
respond,
wrong.
nigga. You was in jail. Shut up.
Yeah.
Winter, do you wanna clarify your point, or you wanna just move on?
You talk
Damn,
about me?
Winter. No, not
Oh,
you, sir. She might be scary. Go ahead, Sums. How you doing?
Hey, I
Hey.
I just wanted to come at it from a mom. I actually have my son turns 8 on Monday. Yeah, I totally get where Winter's coming from, but ultimately my son is with me every day, and I do feel like there is a yes, because I want to answer the point. Yes, men are typically black men are typically socialized differently than other men. I have to work extra hard to ensure that my son is being treated, and this is by me, by family members, so he's not being pedalized. I feel like specifically in our community, we treat little boys like they are just the most precious thing. Like, yeah, we want them to be rough and tough, and we don't really care if they get hurt, but we make sure they eat. We're doting on them. We're always boosting their confidence. I feel like as a young girl, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels this way, at times I was kind of told to like stay in my place. Like, you should be seen and not heard. I've never heard my son referred to by my older family members like that. So I think absolutely Black men are socialized differently. They are kind of treated a little bit like a, I don't want to say like a prize, but that might be the word. And I do think it starts younger. And then sometimes when they do actually go on to do well in school and perform well, I think it gets reinforced and throughout life, not just through the family. So I can see exactly where Winter was coming from, but I think it's much, much deeper. And just to answer the point, yeah, I do think Black
So
men.
just real quick, I want to make sure this point is clear. If you have a son, and your mother, first and foremost, it's important that the validation that you give them, hey Jazz, thank you. The validation comes from the intrinsic, right? So don't give them praise for the way you interpret things. It's very important for them, for it to come from an internal place so they know their voice matters and they don't end up performing, right? That goes to like being comfortable with sharing certain emotions and being vulnerable and being in a safe space, right? And if they accomplish something, you ask them, hey, what do you feel good about it? How do you feel about these things? Don't push your own thoughts onto them, because that like sets them up to perform for their peers.
That's an amazing point. And just the undoing of that and trying to figure out as a parent, who is he? Who does he want to be? Not what do we want him to be? I think that is part of that difference in socialization. I think it just grows into potentially something really ugly, which is what we're witnessing now.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the case for kids, period. But the reason I say that, because you want to make sure that you have a son that's confident enough that he's not going to want to perform for other young boys. That's why I'm saying the peer influence is more important than just the parents. Yeah, there's things that you can intervene in. Generally, people don't know that. But the reason why the peers are so important is because a lot of times people don't understand what the kids need at home, because it's not.
That's
Um,
sorry for that
What
feedback.
what do you mean by peers? Like, who do you count as peers?
Hold up, BJ. Tell us your thoughts on the prompt before you come and barge in here asking follow-up
That was
questions.
Max.
Oh, I'm not. Y'all sound alike.
Yeah, that was the professional prisoner. Go ahead, BJ.
I was just
Hold
asking,
on,
who do you consider
I'm a little busy
peers?
right now. Hold
No,
on.
Peers means friends. They're friends.
So the peers
no,
could
I've
be
been saying,
the
hold up. I've
man
been saying
and
peers. Hold up. Thank you, Jess. I've been saying peers for over an hour now. You've been pretending like you knew I was talking about this whole time.
no, I'm asking. Come on now, stop it with the negativity. So what I
No,
was
I
trying to,
said that when you were talking
what
about
I'm
hanging
trying to
out with your
clarify,
peers earlier. That's crazy.
I'm trying to clarify something right now
No, you could have looked
for a
that shit
point.
up. I don't even know why she answered that question. You could have looked that shit up. That's crazy.
Right. No, I'm just trying to see what you know. I know what a peer
No, no,
is.
no,
I'm
nigga,
just
no,
trying to
nigga.
see
Don't play
what
with
you
Nah,
know.
me. Don't
nigga,
play with me.
So
shut
the
up.
reason why I was asking the point,
This nigga said, I'm trying to see if you know what peers is. I know what peers is.
the premise of me asking a question is because I seem like y'all real rooted on like saying peers or whatever, like y'all
No, we
saying
got it. We
boys,
got it. Your
but
peers are prisoners.
peers are male and female. So just
No,
like
your
y'all
peers are
trying to say that
prisoners.
black boys
No,
are
no,
like
no,
making
no, no,
black
no. Hear me
boys
out. Hear me
be
out.
bad,
Hear
it
me
would be the
out.
black boys
No,
and
that
black
Max,
girls are
Max,
making the black boys
Max, Max.
if you counted
No,
it on as peers.
no. We don't. We didn't ask about. No, your peers are prisoners, Max. We not going there with you. You didn't.
Nah.
No,
Come
you
on,
should have
man.
said
Stop
that shit.
being
No,
negative.
you could
You
have.
trying
No,
to be
you could have.
negative though, but you
No,
trying
you
to be
could have said
negative.
that shit an
You
hour
can't talk like you
ago.
positive and all
No.
this.
You
I'm
just figure out what that word meant. Absolutely not. What's up, Iris?
Hey, boo.
How you doing?
Good. How are
Happy
you? Good
Friday.
evening.
y'all need to stop rage baiting. Y'all so petty.
So, anyways, can I address the prompt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do think black men are socialized differently than other men. Um, and I mean, I guess it's not. I guess it's really not their fault. I mean, they're just a product of their environment. But the way that black men treat their own women, and also just like their other people around them in general, it's just very different.
Like, I don't know, like they're a very different species, and I've been saying this, and like I hate to call them out like that, but I have to tell the truth. They're weird.
Why
Like
you
they
hate
just
to call
really
them out
are.
like that? No, why do you hate to call them out like that?
Cause I just do. I hate to I'm not. I hate to put people on blast. I really do.
No,
But black
I'm
men,
confused. I'm truly confused. I love to put people on blast. I love to call these niggas out. I'm really confused. I really want you to tell me why you feel like you like these motherfuckers is a problem. Like I can't say this shit enough. They a motherfucking
yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They are. Yeah. I guess I just don't want to sound jealous, because for some reason when people say whenever you talk about people's wrongdoings and how they act, people love to say, or well, you're just jealous of them. So that's why I don't even confront people about how
Mm-mm.
they act anymore, because they just switch it up.
No,
But I
no,
guess
you
it
can't
just
let that
needs to
work
be
on you
said.
though. That's why they
Huh?
neg us. That's why they neg us, right? Like,
Yeah.
um, they neg you because it's the same reason why that dude got uncomfortable about me confronting Max bitch ass earlier, right? Because you're not supposed to be feel comfortable. Like, you're not supposed to be comfortable confronting these men about the shit they do to our community. But let me say something. As a black woman, I want you to be just as comfortable calling them out as they love to bash black women for being single mothers. You know what I'm saying? I want you to
Right.
embody it. I want you to feel as comfortable calling a nigga out for selling drugs in the community as he is to call young girls fucking fast and women 304s. I want you to be eager to call these niggas out for the shit they do as eager they is to abandon their motherfucking children. See what I'm saying? We should be comfortable with that.
Right. Well, back to what I was saying, and I'm gonna land my plane soon. Yeah, they are a a very different breed. Like like I always say, all ethnic groups and all races have their problem,
Let's not
but
all.
when
No,
it
not
comes to
all.
black,
No. We not gonna soften the blow. These black motherfuckers is fucked up. We not talking about the
yeah,
other
that's
ones.
what I
We
was
talking
about
about
to
these
say.
niggas out here in our community. Let's keep it on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta work on your comfortability. I could tell you feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna say it for you. These niggas out here acting a fucking hot ass, atrocious ass mess. They fucking the community up. They harming women. They harming children. They don't give a fuck about what they doing. You gotta feel comfortable calling them out on that shit because we've been conditioned to coddle these bitch ass niggas. We got a fucking felon up here who sucking dick in a fucking jail cell. Yet we be like, oh damn, I don't want to say nothing about them. No, call them out for the shit that they doing, flat out, and don't feel uncomfortable about it. Who the fuck is? They gonna talk about you anyway. Them niggas gonna talk about you anyway. They already bashing black women for being educated. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. A lot of black men do like to throw black woman's degree in their face. I can't argue with that.
Fluently.
They hate us. Let me just say this real quick, and I'm gonna land my plane because I know you got other people. But the thing about black men is you can't please them. Damned if you do, and damned if you don't. If you're ghetto and ratchet, they got something to say. If you're well educated and professional, then they got something to say. So you can't please them. They're very selfish. They just either way, no matter what you do, they have something negative to say about it. But I'm gonna
There
go
you
ahead and
go.
land my
No,
plane.
no, there you go. Let that shit come out of you. The fuck these niggas. Like, what the fuck? Because that's the problem. The cotton again, and I think all black women need to go look up the Black Male Privilege Checklist. There's a PDF online, created by a black man in academia in 2008. 94 different things on that list. Because what a lot of times we don't understand is that the saying goes is girls are raised to prepare for men and men are prepared to raise prepare for the world, right? And we can look at the whole civil rights movement. We can look at all the situations that we uh say is like a problem in the black community. We've been censoring men in their issues that whole fucking time. They don't even give a fuck what we're going through. They don't give a fuck that femicide is a crisis.
And I do
We
want to say
listen.
something before we move on. I've heard a lot of black men, not all of them, but a lot of them say that black women are heartless and they don't think about anybody but themselves. I want to say that black women are some of the most compassionate and empathetic people you will ever meet. If you ever need help or never ever
I'm
need
gonna pause you right
anything,
there.
you can
No, no,
come
no,
to a
no.
black
I'm
woman.
gonna pause you right there. No, we need to stop being the most compassionate motherfuckers and don't come to us for shit. No. That's the problem, that we're conditioned to give labor and to give to other people what we don't get back ourselves. That's what I'm saying. When you look at the civil rights movement and what black people have been working for, it's been shit tied to black men. They real quick to tell us that police brutality is their issue. Their
Right.
issue. They don't give a fuck about femicide. Show me the niggas out there marching for fucking femicide. Where they at? Where they at? Where the men talking about shit? Instead of them saying we ready to whoop a black woman ass, because they say shit like that. They always talking about violence against us. They don't want to do nothing about domestic violence. They don't want to do nothing about sexual assault. They don't want to focus on the shit that bothers us. And we are so used to doing for everybody else. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. For what? Why should we be doing that? We don't owe a motherfucking thing at all. So no, we're not the most empathetic, and stop fucking coming to us for shit. Who at the top? I can't see your name.
Oh, it's me.
What's up, Cider?
How's it going, host? Yes, the plot. I mean the plot. The topic says, "Are black men socialized differently than other men?" Yes, we are. You know, when I was younger and I went to the store with my mom.
We don't want to hear about your story. Get to a general point.
All right. When other races of men are around black women they ignore them. But when a black man walk past them, they judge them, they ridicule them, they laugh at them, they make him a joke. So yes, we are treated different socially amongst our own women, unfortunately. Which you guys
So what you want us to do about it?
I want y'all to be more feminine, like white women. I want y'all to be more ladylike.
No, hold up, pause. Just say you want to be a white man and shut the fuck up. Just say you want to be a white man and shut the fuck up.
I would like to.
Hold on for what? No.
I would like to finish my point.
No, Cider. All you had to do is come up here and say, I want to be a white man. That's it. Stop fucking playing in our face.
You see, the white women, the European women, right?
No. Yeah, go over there with them.
Oh, I'm already over there.
Hold on, Cider. No. This a black space, Cider. Go over there where you want it, nigga. Go over there with them. Bye. Fuck you over here for? That's real weird. If you like it over there, then stay the fuck over there. The hell you over here with us for? Y'all niggas think y'all, I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all playing with. Weirdo.
He can't, Sarah, he can't talk over there. That nigga gotta be a mute. That nigga gotta be a
Thank you,
mute. He
Iris.
gotta motherfucking end up in a corner somewhere with his dick in his hand. That's why
Call
he
him
going
Boyle.
Yeah, that's why he
Liz,
acting
he
pretty
must have been
much.
looking for you. He was over here looking for you, Liz.
Drika, they call him Boy over there. That's why he keep bringing his ass over here.
Why
They
that
tell
nigga
him,
back in the queue?
shut the fuck up, boy. Okay.
No, Liz, he looking for you. Thank you, Iris. What's up, George?
Coming to get you, Liz. You better run.
Yeah, hello to the terror squad. I want to answer the prompt if I may. Oh,
No.
respond to the prompt.
You don't get to apply names here.
Can I just say what's up then?
Sarah, that's a
You can do
cute
that.
ass.
Oh, hey, how y'all doing? I smile internally when I seen y'all get together. I was like, yo, look at these.
No. We know.
British
We not
women.
being no weird parasocial shit. Tell us what you want to say about the prompt.
Oh, I can. Okay, bet. So this this my thing. I read it and then I took it in, pause. Like I thought about it and I said, hold up, you're wrong. We might be culturally raised. There might be a difference in the raising culturally, but socialized. Nah, we're socialized like all men. We're taught to do certain things that are in line with masculinity. We prioritize sports or whatever, that individuality to the same extent as the YT people. You know what I'm saying? We might come up different, but I don't consider that socialization. You know what I mean? When we interact with our counterparts in society the same way. School, same thing. You know what I mean? The racial impact is what it is, but we're conditioned the same when it comes to socializing. You know what I mean? Like how we interact with men
All
and
right.
women,
Okay.
it's the
Good.
same in
Thank
my
you.
opinion. Oh, that's
That
all
okay?
right.
We got it, George.
All right,
Fine.
catch it right here.
What's up, Florida?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. Uh, yeah. Is a guy? Didn't you have somebody in here complaining about y'all not being feminine enough?
Yeah.
Is he
No, that
still
was a
here?
bit. We he in the comments somewhere.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, Jess.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just gonna say to them, like, they need to stop pushing for y'all to be feminine women. If y'all want to be loudmouth hyenas, y'all welcome to. It's just that simple.
Mhm.
I don't know why
Yeah.
they keep crying
Thank
about
you.
y'all.
I appreciate it. I love being a loud mouth jackal hyena yelling, hooting and hollering, picking ass bitch. I love
Mhm.
it. Thank you. I appreciate that. And
Finally,
if you
Thank you,
finally.
niggas,
Howard. Thank you, Jess.
thank you. Thank you. Accept me for as I am. Shit.
Mhm.
I
Thank
do.
you.
I
And
really
if
do.
you want to be a soft shoe, fetching step, uncle motherfucking Jim looking at nigga, then you should be so too. If you want to be sitting at the table of white supremacy, waiting for the white man to pull his dick out so you could lick just the tip and get that little nice little nut, little flavor off of the tip of your tongue, so you can get some
Mhm.
white supremacist crumbs off of his table, you should do too, brother. If you wanna motherfucking shuck and jive for the white man so you can stick his dick in his purest snow-driven white daughter, you should too. And
Mhm.
and if you want to put a motherfucking noose around your goddamn neck and say thank you, massa, as they tow your ass off a motherfucking tree branch, my brother, you should too. You know?
Yep. Mhm.
That's my
Amen.
You know what? I agree. I think, you know what, my brother,
He went.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
they
he
got
was
the
in his
reaction he was looking
feelings.
for.
No, he was no, he
Enjoy your
no,
rose
you didn't get
toys,
the reaction. No, you didn't get the
horse.
no.
reaction you were looking for.
He
Oh,
was
he
in his
was?
feelings. That's why he reported and then left.
Hey, so
Yeah, he
outside of that
definitely was
rap shit, right?
overreacting.
What's the difference
Hold
in the
up, hold up,
socialization? Oh,
hold up, hold up.
all right.
No, 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 George. Absolutely not. Um, hold up. He did want a certain reaction. I think is interesting. Because the men started off saying, well, "Why the black women don't talk to us a certain way? Why y'all don't uplift us? Y'all don't uplift nobody." And just like George bitch ass wanted to say something right after that, don't none of these niggas want to say address these men for the stuff they do. But it's fine. Hold up, hold up, BJ. Don't have a voice now. Hold up, cause y'all don't give a fuck. You only think about yourselves. You only care about shit that you have to deal with. To the fact that we have black men to this day explaining racism to black women. Like we don't know what the fuck going on outside, which is crazy because we the one who be telling them what the fuck going on with them. And then they come back like they saying something. I think that shit is interesting. I think it's very interesting.
Are you saying that black men don't hold other black men accountable?
Do you want to?
No, I think we do.
No, no, no. Do it. Go ahead and hold them accountable. We listen.
I mean, we do hold them accountable. I mean, from
Nigga,
speaking
go
as
ahead. Go ahead and hold black men accountable. We listening.
from like you said with the guy that was on earlier, like the selling with the selling
No,
drugs. I
no,
don't
he
think no.
gone. No, no, no. You was quiet when he was here. Just hold black men as a group accountable. We listening.
No, I'm asking you. Do
No,
you
no, no,
feel
no,
like
no, no,
we
no,
don't?
no, 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 no. Show us how you do it. Hold them accountable. We listening. You got the floor.
We do. Like for instance, when y'all say the
No,
black
no, no,
man
no,
that
no, 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 no. I want you right now, in
I'm
general,
doing that.
black
If
men
when
accountable.
when you say black men that ain't taking care of their kid, if you a real black man that's standing on business and that's your homeboy, your friend or something, you saying something to him. You gonna hold him accountable. Hey, you need to do this for your kid. You need to do this and do that. A real black man gonna hold that other black man accountable. Like
But you
like
didn't.
he,
You don't do it. You
yes
ain't.
I
No,
do. I
you ain't.
got
No, no,
yes
you
I.
didn't.
You're
You
not
had the
gonna be
opportunity
my
to do it
friend.
now. No.
You're not gonna
No.
be
You
my
don't hold
friend
black
being
men
around me
accountable.
and don't take care of your
No, you
kid.
don't even know how to do it right. Right now, when you could do it, you didn't even do it. You don't even know how to do it right.
What you saying? I can't
No,
even
no,
get my
no.
thought process
Mm-mm.
out
Did y'all
without you
hear any? Hold
interrupting.
up. Did y'all hear him holding anybody accountable? Did y'all hear it? I ain't hear it.
It's a it's a
Hold on,
bunch
hold
of
on, hold
women
on.
on the
I
No,
phone.
no,
didn't hear.
you ain't hear it either. All right, I ain't think
Nah,
so.
I ain't hear
No.
it.
Matter of fact, when that nigga was disrespectful, I think he said his mic was broken earlier. right? That y'all don't. No, 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 because that go back to the peer influence I was talking about. They don't want to hold nobody accountable.
They want to look cool,
How we
not
want to
free
look cool?
thinkers,
He
not
want to sit
self
here and
thinkers.
hypothetical. You want to hypothetical some accountability is crazy.
There's not no hypothetical. You've been talking about black men not in their kids' lives. If you a real friend, that you gonna hold that man accountable.
And
And
you
if he
still can't
complain about
do it.
his baby
You can't. You
mama,
don't know how to
you
do it.
gonna
You
tell
don't
him
even know how to do
you
it.
chose that baby mama.
It's a no, sir. Y'all don't hold each other accountable. You want to be accepted too much in the boy club.
And black women do, or is it just a black man thing? The style is not. Are we saying that just black men don't hold each other accountable and black women do?
I do.
No, no,
So
no.
Okay. Yes.
No, he's trying to derail.
I'm not the realist. I'm asking the question and waiting for a response.
No, we still waiting for you to hold black men accountable.
I spoke on what
No,
y'all been
no, you
talking
got.
about black men not being in the
Mhm.
household of their
Hold on.
children.
You know what, DJ, you got it. Everybody mute up. We listening. Hold them accountable.
You know what I'm saying? As a black man, so don't speak on me personally. If you my friend, you my homeboy, you not taking care of your kids, I'm gonna say something to you. You need to do better by your children. You decide to bring them into this world. They didn't ask to be here. If you gonna complain about that mother of your child, you chose that woman. You knew what the risk was. You chose on, and that goes both ways. Women say there's a lot of deadbeat out here, but it's a lot of deadbeat niggas with different baby mamas. Why is that? He was a deadbeat for one baby mama. You don't think he gonna be the deadbeat for the second one? That's why I feel like niggas don't take account because they're around a group of people that allow them to do it. They don't speak up and say nothing. Just like if you got a home, you gotta go out. That ain't if you don't like what she got on. As a friend, you supposed to tell her. Like I don't think that's for you. This me personally. That as a homeboy of mine, you ain't doing right by your kids. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna hold you accountable for it. To where I'm gonna speak up like you need to do right by them children. That's your priority. You need to handle your priorities first.
You want to say anything positive about black women?
Black women are beautiful. Black women are strong. Black women are independent to a certain extent, can be sometimes too independent. And black women are at rates mature faster than black men.
You got it all out your system. That's it.
Go ahead.
Okay. What y'all think? If you think he did a good job, hold up. Y'all think he did a good job holding men accountable? You gonna give a smiley face. If you think that was some sad ass shit and he ain't do it right, you gonna put a crying face emoji. Let's see. Let's see what the people gotta say, sir. Damn. Damn. Them crying face coming fast. Damn. Nobody? Not even a nigga going nobody? Damn, 21. Damn. 22. There you go. One of these niggas love you. Damn. It's giving a no, sir. It's a no. You got people trying to vote twice. That's crazy. Yeah, they ain't here either, sir. It wasn't giving hold nobody accountable. You playing. Open panel, y'all. He ain't talking about shit.
Hey, good evening.
Salutations, sir. What you want to say? George,
All
no, you ain't
right,
come.
now I just wanted to talk to what was the gentleman name, bro?
What's up, mama?
Cause
You
he,
just want to speak to BJ?
yeah,
Thank you, Miss Love. Go ahead. He did. He can hear you.
What's good?
All right, yo, bro, man. You know what? What are you doing? Yo, like I'm so upset right now, man. Cause you playing yourself right now. You know that, right?
What you talking about?
Okay. You know what type of space you in right now? Number one. Yo, I ain't even gonna do it. Y'all have a good one, y'all.
Damn, you couldn't even hold that nigga accountable either. Shit.
Dang,
God damn.
I was excited.
Y'all have a good one, y'all.
Take care.
This nigga here played himself big time. You in the Lions Den. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Not you still going off. He don't care,
Nah,
sir. He don't
he's
care,
still there?
sir. Y'all lost one.
Hey,
They scared, Tara. They just feel terrified.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
What's so
Your
scary?
background loud. I love peace.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to request stuff. I was just liking the live, and I guess
Oh,
I
it's
hit the button.
fine.
What's
It's
that?
okay.
But yeah, they scared, Tara. They scared. And the thing is, when we say that the men be like
I
working,
need you. I don't know how to drive myself. But don't
I
say that.
got you.
when the men be working, everything they do is trying to get like coochie points or something. But they be scared, like when they come when the pressure is on them, they can't even do it. I purchased it. These was better. I don't know.
Does anyone know what's so scary?
Yeah, they scared.
Mm-hmm.
They scared that they might miss out the opportunity on a quickie in the bathroom. They can't be confronting potential they potential fuck buddies. Are y'all crazy? They don't know who they confronting. They don't know if they're gonna die or get fucked. I mean, unalive or get pumped. Excuse me, Sarah. Y'all put first in the chat. I see
But
a
you know
fat
what?
pregnant.
But that is a good question. Why these niggas be scared of niggas on the internet? Like they be scared of niggas on the internet. I just seen a pick me walk into a room full of feminist, misandrous hyenas and say, "You bitches is masculine. I got a man, and that's why y'all ain't got no man." And stand on her motherfucking 10 the whole way through. And these niggas be scared of each other over the phone with no threat of violence. That's like that's got to be like real deep psychological programming. You know what I'm saying?
That's it's
You can respect
psychological.
that. You can respect that because at least that woman she'll stand on her own. You gotta respect that. These niggas can't do it. Because they submissive. I was talking about it's called precarious masculinity or manhood. What happens is it goes into what I was talking about the identity formation for men in the performance that they do. They constantly have to reassure their identity, right? So when you know who you are as a person, when you're like, oh, these are my hobbies, these are my traits, this I like to do, whatever. Like that's who you are. You don't have to get validation in that. You can sit in a room by yourself and feel like, all right, this is who I am. But these men, these traditional masculine men, the protector, provider, leaders, the script speakers, they need constant validation. And the problem is, if they confront another man, they might not be masculine, and they can't have that. They can't have that. So like they'll never confront a man about some shit like that. They won't do it. The only time they'll confront another man is if he not following the rules of masculinity, and then he can just assert his status. Like he can assert that he's more masculine. That's why they go so hard against the niggas who be agreeing with women say like, oh, you pandering. That nigga's safe to confront. But a nigga who say some problematic shit, I don't give a fuck about that. That's he want to be friends with that nigga. He want to hold hands with him. See what I'm saying? Because like he need that for his identity. What's up, T baby?
I didn't mean to come up here. My bad.
You good? Y'all want to say something? Cause I'm about to drop y'all asses.
Good. Well, I can't say
All I was gonna say, and you can't drop me after this, I do think that it is a potential partner situation because I'm really over here trying to rack my brain why any free thinker, and I love that you said it can be women when they feel that, you have to almost respect it because they do stand on it. And it's weird, but okay, that's how you feel, sis, whatever. It's the not being able to like stand on it, defend it, hold it accountable that's weird for me, especially when you identify as masculine. And that's a main trait of masculinity. I land there.
Woman earlier didn't stand on it, but the person that East was talking about, yeah, I know that type of
You
woman.
know
I
exactly who
respect
I'll talk about, right?
I can respect her. But that's why they talking in scripts because it's like it's not an original thought, so you're not gonna get a lot out of it. And it's interesting because men don't like when women speak out a certain way, right? They want to throw the masculine, you acting like a man and all that shit, whatever, nigga. Who cares, right? Not me acting more like a man than your bitch is. All right, if that's how you want to define your manhood, you got it. But the thing is, when they can't keep up the conversation, they just want to argue, and because they want to be the dominant one, they want to come up here and bark as loud as they can. And those are the same dangerous niggas that in person they gonna put their hands on you. That's why you got these niggas in the gym, fucking in the locker room, but in the gym lifting weights because they ready. They want to prove it. They gotta have their arms a certain size. Fuck leg day, but their arms gotta be a certain size so that they can scare you off or whatever. These niggas soft as a motherfucker. They weak and they a bunch of bitches. That's what I'm saying. So next time you scared or you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be saying this or whatever, just know that the femicide rate is in a crisis for black women and it's black men who are doing it. The next time you feel bad to call them a nigga a fucking bitch, remember that it's the men, black men, who are more likely to commit domestic violence against a black woman than any other demographic. Okay. Next time you feel bad about saying y'all niggas in fucking prison fucking each other and sucking each other dicks in the bathroom, remember that they are targeting young girls being predators. Y'all remember Cadillacs being outside of y'all schools. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So just keep that in mind the next time you feel guilty about calling a black nigga out for the bullshit that he did. Because the way they try to weaponize and guilt trip you is they start talking about the white man. They don't give a fuck about that because they want to be the white man. So that's how they try to police us, and that's why we got niggas in our fucking face talking about fucking racism. Like we don't know what the fuck racism is, but sexism, you'll never be able to point out that systematic oppression because that don't register with them. It's always gonna be you. You must be hurt, and you picked wrong. Oh, this is something you went through because they don't want us to point that out. And you would think that men who deal with systematic racism will want to do that, but like I said, these niggas be struggling with pattern recognition, and the women be teaching them every fucking thing they know. So no, you actually got black men in 2026 saying that racism ain't a thing. They don't know what you're talking about. Just like that motherfucker who came shucking and driving earlier to try to call us hyenas. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that's something that a lot of black women got to deal with. Get comfortable calling these niggas bitches. Get comfortable telling them they like being buck broken. Get comfortable telling them they deplorable and they fuck the community up. Because where's the lie? Tell me where I lied at. Don't
no.
feel comfortable talking about they abandon their kids. They don't give a fuck about their kids, right? Feel comfortable saying that the government a better baby daddy than them because at least the government gonna pay when the fucking child support due. Because they want to shame us and they want us to be scared to say those things, and they put race out there. Like, how can you trade on your race? Just like those black women who lived in Greenwood under the fucking terrorism that them black men put them under, and they try to paint that as a utopia. It wasn't. It never was, because our liberation can never be tied to these niggas because they don't give a fuck. We need to be oppressed for them to get a step up because again, they want to be white men. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about your kids. They don't give a fuck about you. They care about their status. They're obsessed with it because it's fragile, and they don't even know who the fuck they are in this world. So that's something we gotta work through. Stop calling these niggas. Don't coddle them. They bitches. They fucking losers. Deplorable. You shouldn't be with them niggas. And you shouldn't be having them fucking kids. They don't deserve it. And a nigga saying he a good man. All right, go adopt a kid that's in the fucking system. Stop trying to have your own. Because the world too fucked up. Stop trying to raise a soldier or whatever the fuck y'all trying to say and fix the world that it is now. These niggas some weak ass bitches. And I'm never gonna feel guilty about saying that. I don't give a fuck what these niggas saying. Anybody want to say something before I end it?
No, you said it.
No,
All right,
I'm
y'all.
not
That
about
was
to follow
perfect.
that up. That shit was perfect.
No, it's
Thank y'all
perfect
for
thinking.
coming. I appreciate the support. Just so y'all know, I put my lives on TikTok. You're not already following me. Is at Tara.js. It's in my bio. Bye, y'all. Enjoy y'all Friday night.